Oh my God. Mm-mm. Mm. This right here, y'all. Oh my God. This is the berry bird salad from Wendy's, y'all. I call it the goddess salad, honey. Because you don't know, strawberries have a lot of collagen in it. Mm, 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 Hold on. Mm, mm. Oh, shit. And we got blue cheese on here and some feta cheese. Can y'all just get into that for a minute? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Mm, mm. Oh, my God, y'all. Mm, mm, mm. Jesus. Mm, mm. And we got some Dutch brothers to wash it down with, honey. So when people want to treat you, you say, I want it all, all, all. But anywho, someone to stop through because if you don't know, the new moon is tomorrow. Mm, 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 mm. And the new moon is the most powerful moon, honey, when it comes to lunar cycles. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, God. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Let's just put it down for a minute. Mm, 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 mm. Woo! Oh, God. Mm, mm, mm. Let's put that down for a minute, honey. How? So, we are preparing for the new moon. And of course, new moon, new energy, new chances, new space and motherfucking opportunity. You know, you from the hood, we say, ain't nothing but space and opportunity. Well, that's what the new moon celebrates. New space, new opportunities. So, what I'm doing is offering, and shout out to the students out there and the mothers of students who took advantage of the student tea back to school student deal, honey. Shout out to you all. But we are doing a new moon special effective until the 5th of August. And of course, let me show a little of that because you know I want to stop by here just to talk about this for very, very simple, very, very cute. Uh-huh. Can we get into it? Wow, wow. So effective, okay, we got to put a V up in that, y'all. Effective July 30th to August the 5th. Yes, honey. Hello, hello, hello. Natal chart readings. Yes, honey. You get a full natal chart reading for only $33. And the full price of that is 88, I believe, or 99. But either way, in a natal chart reading, I think a lot of people overlook this information. Natal chart readings could tell you so much. I mean, so much when done correctly, when done by someone who knows about natal readings and all that good stuff. So, natal chart has a lot of information based on your finances, love, health. And when I say finding your soulmate, I mean people, person, places, and things that are going to benefit you in your life. I myself have problems with a particular zodiac, and that zodiac is in my chart as a nemesis. And we'll just say that in the you know if you were breaking it down in layman's terms. So I have issues with that chart with that zodiac because of past life things. Okay, so in going into your natal chart, all this stuff comes up, and of course. You have to tell me exactly what you're looking for. Um, and so when I do your full natal chart reading, I can tell you exactly, all the good stuff. Hey, I'm trying to buy property. When is the best time according to my chart to do so? Hey, I'm trying to do this and that, blah, blah, blah. What's the best time of the day to do surgery? What's the best month to do surgery? Because a lot of people don't understand this. Your zodiac also goes into that as well. When is the best time to do surgery? When you shouldn't do surgery? And of course, if there is emergency surgery, hey, when is the best time to do emergency surgery as well? Because you could put it off for a few days, an hour or so. No class. But anyway, so these readings are the information on this can also go over spirits that are with you, right? And also going into everything has a season. When is the best time to do magic practices for you? See, a lot of people don't know that either. Your chart going to that too. See, a lot of you do spells any time of the day you want to, as we talked about before. You westernized witches, you witches that are biters. You don't really understand the ancient stuff. You go and you practice whatever the hell you want. Well, I can do when I want to. And then when the shit mess your ass up, then you're out there crying and shit. Oh my God, what's going on? Oh, what happened to me? I don't know. I don't know, honey. Oh no. Uh-huh. So knowing all that good stuff, your natal chart would also tell you, like I said, when are you the most magically powerful? So of course, full natal reading, all the information is there. This type of reading is 100% accuracy. And I have to put that in there because, of course, going into that, I'm all the time head on correct when it comes to the natal reading. Okay. So if you've done a natal reading before, and you're like, well, you're done natal reading for me, Mystic, but I didn't ask you about magical hour. Can you tell me that? Nope. You're gonna have to do another natal chart because we're not doing that. I'm not, digging that stuff up because people do that. I just gotta put that out there because people do that. I'm like, well, we already done natal chart and you already did all that information for me. So can you re-pull it up and re-go back and tell me, when is the best time for me to work magic? Yeah, redo another natal chart reading. We'll go from there, honey. Who you doing? Now, of course, we have a premium full natal chart reading for $50. And this information, or this includes information listed above. So any questions that pertain to love, finances, health, finding the best soulmate for you, job that's suitable for you, best time to invest, best time to travel, all that good stuff. And like I said, there's nothing, I would say there's nothing that your natal chart cannot see. Okay. There's nothing, once again, there's nothing that your natal chart can see. Okay. So with the premium, any question you have with your natal chart, we go over that. But also, I will make a customized video for you on how to venerate and, of course, give offerings as part of venerating the spirits that are with you. Okay. So we'll start with the basic stuff. And then, of course, you could take your time individually and look up all the spirits you're working with and get to know them. And I say this because, of course, and I always say this in all my videos, it's a starting point because the information that the possibilities are endless and how spirit operates and works is your relationship with spirit is going to be totally different. And I think that the Christians and the Buddhists and the Islamic people, and there's millions of religions out there, but of course we talk about the most popular ones. I think they got it wrong when they try to get everybody to be in this certain line or tell you how to have a relationship with the creator or the creators when your relationship with the creator is different, just like with your own parents, just like with your friends, just like with your family members. Everybody's relationship is different. So going into that, your relationship with these spirits are going to be very, very different. And if you walk into this with a closed mind and say, well, I read online or someone told me that I can only venerate Oya at midnight and I have to go to the graveyard and this and that, you walk in with that, then Oya will humble you and will teach you how she wants you to venerate her. Because going even into the sense of not everybody have power and authority over dimensions or over certain dimensions. So you may have access to, because the Bible talks about that, and a lot of ancient texts talks about how you have dominion and authority over certain energies, but everyone does not because these demons ride you. Okay. These spirits ride you, so you don't have the power to stand over them. You're weak. No tea, no shade. So that's why going into venerating your spirits that are with you will give you that power and that benefit. But anyway, so yes, this will be a starting point for your spirits, venerating them. And when you start initiating that experience with them, they will start to show you. They will come to you how they want to come to you. This is why we talk about, people have said they've seen, we'll say the Lady of Guadalupe, we see the Virgin Mary, all these other things. And of course, these are different avatars for the divine feminine. So these are different interpretations of how certain people see this being. So we all are not going to see any of the spirits the same. Okay. No one can sit there and say, yeah, well, I saw her exactly how the writing said. Juan said that, Juan Diego said that Lady of Guadalupe came through with a crown on her head, this, and that. And then you come through, you say, well, when I saw her, she didn't have a crown on her head. In fact, it looked like she had little spikes coming out of her, or rays of sunlight that was projected from her crown chakra. So see, we can talk about that as well, how the back of your head is actually a projector. Hello? You're not ready for that science yet, honey. Hello, hello, hello. So for your natal chart, for the information to be accurate, we need your time of birth, location, and date. And I always say we because it's me and my spirits. When people hear me say we, they think, oh my God, oh my God. It's me, my spirits, and of course it's you and your spirits. So that's why I said we need, because we are doing this together, honey. Okay, hello? I'm not working for you. We're working together. Okay? And see, it's a partnership. Let's do it right. Let's do it right, honey. Let's do it right. Get it right. Keep it tight. Okay? So we do not have all through the information requested. The information received from your natal chart will be limited because we can still pull up your natal chart based on person, places, and things, as well as, you have your birth date, your age, and even things that are in your life that highlighted your life. Like, oh, when I was 19 years old, something traumatic happened to me. Based off of that, there's still charts that could be pulled up. And I want to say this too. When we say natal charts, okay, we don't mean the chart that just one chart and there's it shows you all these astrological symbols and stuff on it. Natal chart is like a umbrella term, but there's charts that fall under that. Okay, so you have a chart that comes from natal chart that deals with meridians and polarities in your body. You have charts that come from natal chart that goes into, there's just a whole bunch of tea. I got to be careful what I put out here because my haters, I'm not feeding my haters, honey. They've been doing this shit for 15 or 20 years. If they are offering services like this, they need to go into and they need to tell you the subcategories what this shit means. Because that's what they sit back there watch and say, oh, I got a copy, I got a copy. Okay. But anyway, going into the next deal that we offering, a goddess reading, honey. Who you doing? That's right. A goddess motherfucking reading, honey. And a goddess reading can only be done by a goddess. Okay, hello, hello, hello. A goddess reading can only be done by a goddess, honey. So going into that, when I do goddess readings, people think that I'm only going to be pulling up, certain spirits to do this working. No, I mean it in the sense of that I am a goddess, honey. How you doing? And I'm a goddess because I am true to myself. I'm not a goddess because I think I'm better than anyone else. Or, I'm royalty, honey, because that's the case as well. But of course, I am still humbled in my way. I'm a goddess because I have awakened who I am. I'm comfortable with that. So anyway, even going into how you will become enlightened, people say, well, I'm a man. How the hell is a goddess reading going to benefit me? Listen, a goddess reading going to benefit you a lot because you still got feminine qualities in you, baby. And even going into your natal chart, that comes up as well. Because a lot of people think that they're just manly and just womanly. But a lot of people, especially they're very masculine in nature, a woman that say, a lot of them have a lot of masculine elements in their chart. Even if they're not, lesbian or whatever. And vice versa. There's a lot of men out there that are very feminine and very, soft. And people say, I don't want no soft man. And he's soft because his mama made him that way. See, that's what we talk about breaking down spirituality from physical stuff. When you're a spiritual person, you understand that everything has its time and everything has its reason. So a man who is feminine, don't mean he's feminine because his mama taught him to be that way, or he was a mama's boy. Now his mother could have nurtured the qualities and elements that were already in him when he was born. But trust when I tell you this, everything that you are and everything you are meant to be is decoded and posted in the motherfucking stars. Okay. So when you talk about universes and galaxies, honey, you are discovering hidden areas of who you are. This is why every time NASA and the government, they so-called explore the outer space and they find these new planets and stuff, then new things are ushered in, or we think it's new. New policies are passed, new inventions are discovered. They say, oh, we found a galaxy 2.7 light years away. Now, going into alchemy, honey, you'll be able to break down exactly what they're talking about and say, oh, shit, they're about to pass a law to stop motherfuckers from carrying cell phones on the plane. So, going into all that good stuff. But see, we're talking about also exoteric and esoteric, okay? So, with the goddess reading, this reading takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. Very rare does it go into an hour, okay? And this question or this reading is a very in-depth type of reading. But basically, I use 7+ cards to reveal the past, present, and future, influences of your current situation, and possible outcomes, just to name what these cards are representing, just to name a few. Okay. And of course, as I always say, please have your question ready before the reading. If you want an accurate reading, people will sit here, they will wait until we do the reading. All of a sudden, they have their question, and they're like, oh, I remember my question. Blah, 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 blah. And of course, the answer is going to be very clear, but sometimes even the answer don't even pertain to the question that they asked. They may say, I'm concerned about my son, and that's one of the things they're concerned with. And then all of a sudden, it comes up, oh, there's something going on with your finances, and then it's, oh, wait, shit, hold up. So have your question ready and kind of make sure that's an imprint on you. Okay. So information needed for this reading is initials or your name, birth date of all parties involved. Okay. And of course, I need this before starting reading, so you don't have to say, the reading is about my mama and why her job is being messed up. No. Just send me the names and the birth dates of the people that are involved. And if you don't want to give me their names, give me their initials. Okay. And if you don't know their birth dates, just give me their initials. Because, of course, if it's on you, I'm going to pick it up anyway. Okay. This style of reading is the most popular because how in depth it is. Okay. So please, when you're reading or when you're booking this style of reading, please be in an area that you are not disturbed. An area that you're relaxed and at peace. I do readings for people maybe on their lunch break, which is definitely fine if we're doing a past, present reading. If we're pulling 1 or 2 cards up, that's definitely fine. But if we're doing something like this is a more in-depth reading. Please make sure you have time put aside. And children does not affect reading. So don't think that, oh shit, I can't do the reading because my newborn baby is here. That child is not going to affect the reading. But of course, if your mind is on other things, like while we're doing the reading, and you're concerned about, what my child gonna eat at school tomorrow, what they're gonna do, then of course that could affect it, okay? And before we start this reading, we will do a 2-minute relaxation exercise to kind of get your mind, relaxed and, so you're not tensed, okay? I typically know when someone is tense before I start a reading because the cards that I'm shuffling will start falling out. Or I will start feeling like I'm having an anxiety attack, like, girl, what the hell's going on? So I have to be like, honey, can you relax? Can you do some deep breaths? And they're like, okay. Bitch, that's not deep breaths, honey. That's not deep breaths, girl. Okay? Like you want to punch somebody? Fuck! Right there, do that deep breath right there. Okay? Like that, like that, like that. Okay? So there you go. Now, I would say this. This deal is good up until August the 5th. But after the 5th, readings will be done on specific dates. So if you pay for this reading by August the 5th, you have 7 days after you pay for the reading to actually book your reading. Okay. And if, so you have 7 days after you pay for it to book your reading. And if you are going to pay for it exactly on the 5th, then you would have to, we'll have to work something out because, like I said, on certain days after that, I will be, maybe I'll make it for that first week or that week of the 5th until whatever that is, the 11th. that you could book it anytime. But after that week, then it'll be certain days I'll be doing reading time, which will be more than likely like Mondays and Fridays or something. I'll think of something. Okay. Going into casework. Okay, yes, honey, I'm a caseworker. What do you do for a living? I'm a caseworker, honey. Who you doing? Mm-hmm. Ah. My approach of spiritual work is very ancient, so it's very different from other spiritual workers. And I have to put that first because a lot of people say, well, do you do this type of work because another spirituals do this type of work? Do you do this like this because this like that, that. Oh, or they're always trying to compare and contrast. And I think that's a human thing because even going into sex working and stuff and me being an adult entertainer, people used to always compare me to, another transgender adult entertainer. That's definitely fine. But of course, I felt like they were cutting in. But that's just my view on that. But maybe they wasn't. Okay. But either way, so my approach is very raw. It's very authentic and very raw. There's no sugarcoating. There's no lightly doing it. We're going to go in and we're going to go in hard. Okay. So, just be ready for that. And like I said, when I do my work, you will know that I'm doing work. You will definitely know I'm doing work, honey. And if you're not feeling that, honey, you definitely are not grounding yourself and connecting yourself. And maybe before we start the work or we have the consultation, I will go over that. I will tell you how important it is to keep yourself grounded while we do this work. Okay. I do right and left hand workings, which mean I do things that are moral and immoral in certain, you know, you know what? I'm about to whoop your ass, honey. I'm about to whoop your ass, okay? Now I feel like these spirituals that we talking to their kids and shit. Get over here, get your ass in the house while they're doing the little videos and stuff, honey. And then we show his ass when I get on YouTube. He gotta have all the attention. So I do left and right hand workings, which means I do things that are very moral and things that are very immoral. When it comes to the spirit world, honey, there's no right or wrong. Okay? There is justifiable, though, and injustifiable, but there's no right or wrong. Okay? So definitely I do work from a justifiable standpoint. Yes, I do. But of course, when we have our consultation, we'll talk about that. Because some people will want to sit here and waste their money on workings because they're jealous of the next person. Oh, I'm a little jealous that this girl looks better than me. I want to do a hex or curse on her to make her ass ugly. Now that's unjustifiable, and I will not have my hands on none of that. Because at the end of the day, when that shit backfires, because it will, bitch, I'm not getting touched with that. You want that type of shit, girl? I can send you instruction on how to do it, and you get touched with that shit. But I'm not doing that. Now, if somebody fucked your shit up, or you feel like they come at you very malicious and very negatively, and you're like, listen, I want to teach this whole lesson, that's a whole nother situation. So questions about justifiable and unjustifiable, definitely we'll talk about it during your consultation, which by the way, consultation fees are waived. Okay, hello. Okay, I perform thousands of spells and rituals. Okay, so it's too many to name. Because people are like, hey, do you do a breakup spell? Do you do a breakup between two men and two women? Do you do breakup spell between a tranny and a man? Do you do a breakup between, like, girl, a breakup spell is a breakup spell, but there's more to just that. I know the anatomy of a human, spiritually and physically speaking. Okay, this is why I'm so in tuned and I'm so in love with the sex working industry, honey. Hello? I can make you pop without even touching you. Okay, hello, get into that too. Okay, so going into that, there's so many. Yes, there's different layers of banishment. Yes, there's different layers of marriages. Yes, there's different levels of healing. Yes, there's different levels of money or finances. Yes, a different level of breaking up. And yes, there's different levels of cleanses. That's what I said, on all levels. Because of course, is it a cleanse for you doing some shit you shouldn't have been doing? Is it a cleanse because you feel like somebody's putting something on you? Is it a cleanse because you went into some sacred grounds and start moving objects around? Which I also want to do a video on that as well too, because you see these videos of people. I was walking down the street and I stumbled across a doll stuffed with grass. and you're over bringing this motherfucking into your house. Like, really? What kind of smartness is that? What kind of intelligence is that, honey? Okay. So the same thing with banishment. You know, are you banishing some energy on you because you had an affair on your husband? Are you becoming disconnected with an old job? Because see, a lot of people don't know either. They'll leave a job, do a road opening spell for another job, but they don't do any type of cleansing work or banishing work from the previous job where they had coworkers that were hating on them. So see, there's different levels of banishment as well. Going even into marriages. Is this an arranged marriage? You know, what is the cultural standpoint from that? Is this a marriage between two men, two women? You know, what type of thing is this? Because of course we got to go into the spirits. We got to go into, you know, these two people coming together. What type of energies are with them? And that's how you do effective work. Going even into healing. A lot of people don't know this neither. All these words, banishments, marriages, healing, money, breakups, cleanses, are actually acronyms for something, honey. And a lot of words are. Not just these words, but I'm just throwing it out there. So even going into healing, is it self-healing? You help some things, grudges, resentment, shame about who you are when nobody else will even give a fuck. You know, are you needing healing from a traumatic experience that you had inflicted on you by an older person or an outside person? Would just say that. Is it healing of the mind, the body, the emotional body, the physical body? Like there's different types of healing. So once again, going into healing spells and healing rituals. A lot of you Google rituals and spells and stuff and don't even know what level it's pertaining to. This is why they say don't do stuff you know nothing about. Oh, I did a healing spell on my body and this healing spell go for everything. That's not true. Based off of what the spell is saying, you typically know what type of healing work it is. Blue, yellow, orange, purple, black, green, it doesn't matter. But healing are done on many levels. So you have to know exactly how to heal your certain element, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. Okay. Going into money, you know, you have to know exactly. Money is good, but I need more of it. No, obviously there's something going on there. There could be a blockage there. So even doing just a road opener alone for your money is not going to be effective because there could be a whole bunch of other teeth there. Get out. Get out. Get out. You're doing too much. Get out. You're doing too much. Okay. Ow. Okay. So going up even into breakups, you know, breakup is not always, you know, you breaking up with your man, you breaking up with your girl. It could be something crazy, like you went to a store, you had a conversation with someone, because see, we talk about spirits jumping, and that's also called soul ties. You went to the grocery store, oh, hey, honey, how you doing? And this woman started talking about how she's sad, she's sick, her life ain't good, her mama ain't happy, her daddy is this and that, she was just beat up yesterday. Like everything come out of her, it's negative, or out of him, it's negative. You have to do some type of breakup of the energy, splitting and slicing that connection that you initiated or they initiated and you just opened yourself up to. Even going into you doing rituals and spells, okay? Breakup can also be classified under a cleansing spell. So like I said, the word breakup is an umbrella term. It's not just breakup between relationships. It could be also best friends. It could be friend. Well, I had a best friend who was jealous of me, blah, blah, blah. Bitch, you need to do a breakup spell. You need to do a breakup to break up that motherfucking energy and possibly some type of banishment. Because like I said, banishment, breakup, and cleansing, you may say, or we'll say to the untrained eye, oh, those are the same things. Banishment, breaking up, and cleansing. Because banishment is getting rid of. Breakup is to break up, remove, and cleanses do the same thing. No, yes, but no. Magically speaking, you come from these three situations very differently. Okay? Going into cleansing, you know, okay, well, listen, before I start doing any work, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, perfect. You need to cleanse. There's a lot of stress going on in your mind. You're a lot of worrying. You feel negative lately. You've been hanging around with somebody for a very long time, and all of a sudden you just feel like your energy's off. You feel fatigued. You're sleeping 20 hours a day, waking up, girl. Or I just feel everywhere. A cleanse would be perfect for that. Okay, and there's different levels to that. And of course, I go and explain the different levels of case where it deals with deals with levels of energy used as well as urgency of the work. People have come to me for very urgent work, very, very powerful urgent works. Like, listen, I gotta go. I'm in a situation where it's life or death. I gotta go. Yeah, so I may suggest you need to do super surge. Oh, Mystic, I don't got 21 days to do this work. No, 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 no. We're speaking at it from an energetic point of view. So because that energy is going to be so heavy, that's where we're starting at. That's where we're starting at. So, like I said, the levels of rituals are not always the days, oh, well, I need 21 days, so let me do that. No, it's about also the energy that's put into it. Okay. And as I always say, to see effective results, the minimum amount of days that you need to do work is 11 days. And of course, for those who are esoteric or occultists, you understand the power of 11. We call that the master level. Okay. This time that you're doing these rituals should be filled with dedication and undivided attention of the practitioner. So 11 days mean consistent of 11 days. 11 days mean while you're setting up your times, because of course, when it goes into ritual stuff, it takes time to plan. Are you going to do it every day at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 9 o'clock? Are you going to do it at 3, 6, 9, 12? Are you going to do it at 3 a.m. and 3 p.m.? And of course, going into the times that you do your rituals depends on what type of powers you're trying to evoke too. So once again, there's a process to this. And this is why you don't do free casework. I mean, like I said, of course, if you're collecting Social Security or you got money just coming in and you don't got to work for it, honey, if you're that type of thing, girl, disability or stuff coming in, then I can see you doing that shit free. But even then, you're going to get fucked up because the spirits that you're working with ain't going to do shit for free. Okay? Hello? So it requires a lot of time and dedication and undivided attention. While you're doing that workings, you can't be worried about, what I'm going to eat for dinner. While you're working on, shit, what my mama thinking. Your phone should go off, all that good stuff. But anywho, information needed for this work is your birthday or the birth dates, and names of parties involved. And y'all know when I be posting stuff, girl, it be from my phone, y'all. I'm using voice to text. Honey, they be auto-correcting when you be typing shit. Ooh, that's why I need to start sitting down on my computer and typing stuff. But either way, of all parties involved, please only include 2 persons per selection of casework. Now, I have to put this out here because some people have 20 people involved in the casework, or let's say they got 20 kids, no tea, no shade. And okay, well, I need some cleansing work for my whole family. So should I go ahead and do the super surge and you get everybody done? No. No. If you listen, 2 people at a time is good enough. And I used to make tours 1 person per casework. But in very rare circumstances, I won't even say rare circumstances, just in situations, 2 people could be involved on 1 different casework. So if you got 20 people you're trying to do some workings on, honey, you need to select 2 different cases, if you got 20 people want to do working on, you need to select 10 different cases, honey. What are you doing? That's how we're going to do that. We ain't doing that. And then you're, whoa, while we do this work, Mary Jean has some stuff that's coming up on her. Can you see what's going on with that? Oh yeah, that's too much work, girl. That's too much stuff. Too much stuff, honey. Anyway, during consultation, please tell me as much information about your target that you possibly can, especially if the birthday is not known. So if you said, well, Mystic, I want to do work on this person, but I don't know their birthday. I don't know. I just know what they look like. And I know their initial now. Yeah, you should know something outside of just what they look like. Then, of course, based off of that, we can still get the work done. Now, of course, if you have the birth dates and you have a picture of them, that's even more better. Like that helps it to manifest quicker and more easier. But if you don't have information, then of course, like I said, the work can still be done, but it takes a little more time to process. The spirit always knows. But you want to also put as much into it because magic comes from the inside, not the outside, as we always talk about. It's your inner connections, the inner vibrations that matters, not the outer. So if the outside is pretty, that can be pretty all day long. Well, look, you look like $1 million bucks, don't mean that you can manifest $1 million. Can we talk about that for a minute? Because you look like $1 million on the outside, I mean you can manifest it on the inside, because the inside could be all fucked up. And this is why society is the way it is. So the insight, the inner vibration, overstanding, or excuse me, when you overstand, like I say, you're exaggerating. Understanding and understanding, I feel it in my inner vibrations, exactly what you're saying to me. But of course, like I said, physical people versus spiritual people, we see things differently. Our interpretation of things are very different. And I'm a spiritual person. Okay. So I see things very differently from those who are physical. Okay. Going into the levels, 7 to 11 day ritual is $60. Bitch, listen, that's low. Now, okay, ooh, let me stop. Okay, so that's low. 21-day ritual is $100. Okay, 30-day ritual is $150, and 90-day ritual is $350. Most potent. And going into left hand workings, I will not do any left hands under the 30-day ritual selection. And I'll also give an example because, as I mentioned above, that the levels of rituals are not just the energy levels, but it's also the sense of urgency. And it's not always just about the days. So even going into this, the 30-day ritual, we could still perform that 30 days within 11 days. So that's the minimum amount of time that you do the workings. And of course, when I start your work, Spirit gives me advice on how long to work it and what to do. Should I give it a break? Should I keep going? Because of course, some workings is so much energy, y'all, that I really have to give it a break because I start to feel it and things start to happen. And I give you examples of that too. That's why I said it's so important to do cleansing work and protection work when you're doing workings with people, because things happen and it's like, whoa, like it'll blow your fucking mind, honey. It will blow your mind. Okay. That's another reason too why I want to do a kind of a documentary about behind the scenes of doing spiritual work for people. Because y'all, there'll be a lot of shit that be taking place behind the motherfucking scenes. And it's really, really crazy. Really, really crazy. So like I said, good example. 7 to 11 days would be like an energy boost. I just need my energy boosted, or I need you to initiate something a little light, light, light. Okay. Then we talk about this from an energetic point of view or a urgency point of view, or going into urgency. Light cleansing, energy boosting. You need a quick favor. You passed the test last time. A good example, and you just need, to get the answers effectively on this 20-question test or whatever. So that 7 to 11 day ritual will be effective for that. Going into 21 days, that will be more so something of, a real good cleanse. That'll be something more of breaking an addiction, a habit of something. You have an addiction to alcohol, marijuana, and let's talk about that for a minute right there. Let that marinate for a minute. You have an addiction to alcohol or marijuana, and you feel like that's the only thing I can do to relax. Oh, Mystic, I can't let go of my Mary Jane. Then see, now you're in denial. You're not really trying to get no healing. But that'll be a good start for that type of work. Okay. Even protection work. I need the white light of the Holy Spirit around me, Mystic. Can we get this going? Mystic, I need to get the 7 African powers on up. Ow, we're going to do a video on that too. Okay. Going into the 30-day, an example of energy or urgency would be, like I said, that's the lowest. I'm going to start left-hand workings. So it doesn't have to be for those 30 days, but usually in my 30-day rituals, that's a lot of energy that's put into work. Okay. So at that level, like I said, that'll be good for reversing some real heavy energy, or we won't say real heavy, but reversing some energy that is not too good. This could be even a good level to pull in a good amount of energy for breakup, banishment. That's a real good level for cleanse. Some heavy cleanse, especially if it's multiple types of cleansing work that you want done. That's a perfect level for marriages. If you're ready to get married and there's a lot of obstacles in front of your marriage, that's a good amount of time for a road opening spell. Okay. And of course, we're giving you examples of negative and right hand. That's a good level to get someone together. Someone been fucking with you. Yes, honey. Ow. Good time. Good time. Okay. Going into the 90-day ritual, the most potent, and usually, and I want to just give this as an example too. Usually the 90-day ritual is in comparison to my Abyss extra deep level ritual. And I would say beyond the realm. Like in those 90 days, there's a lot of stuff that takes place. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that takes place energetically. And going into that, if you have some real, let's do the left hand stuff. You have some real energy that you need to cleanse. I feel hexed. I feel cursed. Everything I do is turning into to dust and disappearing. I feel like I'm having bad luck everywhere. There's a health crisis going on within my body. I need a real big healing. Mystic, I felt like I offended someone and they put a good hex on me. Then tranquil spirit, whatever. At that level, that is most effective. Okay. Going into the positive stuff, 90 days worth of stuff, I always tell people 3 weeks to 6 months, you should see your stuff come in at least a 180 degree. Okay. At least in those 3 to 6 months. Something being worked consistently for 90 days, have no room for one, error. For two, effectiveness. Okay. And especially going into this, and this is why I talk about desiring or doing things only if you really feel connected to it. Don't do rituals and spells just because it sounds good. Oh, I can use any amount of money right now, but I think 50,000 sounds good. Let me do a $50,000 spell. If that is not really in you, if that's not really what your true desire is, it's not going to happen. When you put your mind to something, okay, and we talk about your heart's mind, because of course your heart thinks for itself, and that may not sound right to you. That's why I always talk about thinking for yourself, or thinking. If I said thinking with your heart, then people say, bitch, your heart don't think. Your heart don't have the capacity to think. But you're wrong. There's a lot of scientific studies on that that's been done since 1960 something, honey. Do your research. So when you think, or your wherever your mind go, your heart mind we're speaking about, because your heart is what feeds your brain, then everything else will follow. And the biggest mistake people they do, and I want to put this out there as well, is they have a hard time of letting go. They have a hard time of letting the process work. And telling you this from me being a spiritual worker, me doing work for a lot of people, things happen. I've done workings on people who wanted to manifest the man of their dream, and they wanted to manifest the house and the car, and they wanted everything that is considered the American dream. And surely, slowly but surely, in the process, oh my God, Mystic, my best friend stopped calling me. Oh my God, Mystic, I got fired from my job. Oh my God, Mystic, my car got repoed. What's going on, Mystic? Is this back flat? What's going on? And I always tell people, you can always think of it as a negative point of view, because spirit will teach you a lesson. Okay, spirit will teach you, and coming from a spiritual point of view, you will always know, when I got this work done, my mind was in the right place, my heart was in the right place. So whatever comes after this is leaning towards the positive side. So going on to the flip side of this, people, my friends stopped calling me. This is snap. A lot of them saw it for what it was. My friend was actually hindering me from getting my man. My friend was actually hindering me from letting my dreams come true. They were actually closet case haters. Can we talk about that for a minute? Because I've been down that road. Best friends being closet case haters. Associates being closet case haters, not wanting you to succeed. And when you let the ass go, bitch, you fly like a fucking bird. So in my mind, I said, bitch, God, this is your plan. You cutting off a 10-year friendship. This is your plan, God. Oh, you ended this, you ended that. This is your plan. And looking back, bitch, I'm very thankful for it. And even going into this person in particular that I'm speaking about, she was very thankful for it. Because now she don't feel that need. Oh shit, well, my friend, that girl, your friend is your man. You wanted this man, you wanted to be married to this man, you wanted to be happy with this man, you wanted to be successful with this man, and your friend was a hindrance. Your friend would have been a hindrance. And even going into that, that's where you came to magic. When you first was trying to manifest a man before magical endeavors, you wasn't finding a man because your friend was sideline hating on you. Ooh, girl, she thinks she that. Ooh, she thinks she's prettier than me. Oh my God. Oh my God, she getting all the niggas. Why can't I get no nigga? So all that shit was fucking your shit up. And she was probably low-key hating on you anyway, hitting the guy up saying, you don't want to fuck with her, she's a hoe. Because that's what friends, so-called friends do. So all things work And as I always say, 3 to 6 months. If your stuff does not manifest in 3 to 6 months, it's time to step back and reevaluate what you've possibly done incorrectly. Because, of course, it's inner, not outer. So this is why people are trying to change understanding. You don't over and understand. There's no such thing as that. That sounds like you're lukewarm. You don't know if you're hot or you're cold, so you're lukewarm. I overstand and understand. There's no such thing as that. You understand and understand. Hello? You overstand. You overstand. It means you're overthinking it. You're overanalyzing. You're overprocessing, and that's why we're already stressed out. So going into the inner, you're understanding. You're seeing things for what it is. You're acknowledging the change that has taken place. So, like I said, if there's nothing taking place, you've done rituals on money, love, whatever. Oh, it's been 6 months. What's going on? Step back. What was you doing? That's why I was talking about keeping a journal. What was you doing those 6 months? You know, when I said fast and you were doing the veneration with the spirits, and spirit came through and said, cut off alcohol for a day, and you said, oh, I can't. I needed to relax. Okay, right there, one mark. You extended your fucking drought. Can we talk about it? Spirit said, stay away from Facebook. No, I gotta check it though. I gotta. Phone died in the middle of damn Instagram. I gotta check it though. Phone blew up. Oh, I gotta go to Metro and get a new phone because I was on Facebook while I was doing the spiritual work and the phone stopped working. Okay, another check. Bitch, your drought has been extended. Can we talk about that? This is why we talk about fasting and praying. You should stay away from sugar. I love cupcakes and ho-hos, Mystic. Okay, give that shit up while you're doing this working. Oh, that's so hard. Oh, really? So is the cupcakes and ho-hos worth more to you than getting that man of your dream or that car of your dreams? Is it more important to you than getting a healing? Hello? Is it more important to you than getting that dream job? Because it's not to me. That's what I said, honey. Maybe I just have self-discipline. I won't even say that. It's about knowing who and what you are. You can say, bitch, that physical shit doesn't matter to me. I can cut that. I know the working that I'm doing is worth more. I'm investing in my dream. And that's what it's about. And that's why I tell people I get so frustrated when people hit me up for work or people have the opportunity to sit down and ask us whatever question they need to ask to better themselves. And they'll sit on the phone, they'll talk about shit that's not important. Or they'll ask questions that's really not that important. Or they'll spend the money for the casework and they do things that they should not be doing. And it's just like, do you understand that you are spending your money and this is why things are not working out for you? You have not learned how to invest your money. You have not learned how to make the money that you spend work for you. And that's your biggest problem. So coming into spiritual work, this is an investment. It's not about spending. And we talk about investing. We're talking about real spiritualists, not $3,000 worth of work because you want your man back. Now, that's not smart. And I'm not cutting in. I'm just speaking that. A spiritualist asks you for $3,000 to get your man back. Honey, you better run because that's not a fucking investment. How about $3,000 to book you a ticket to go to Europe or go to Africa or go to China or go to Asia or to promote yourself as a single woman or a bridesmaid or, mail order bride? How about that? How about that? Let's do that. Like, make sense of what you're spending. Okay? Make sense of what you are spending. And like I said, you should be investing, not just spending. So, like I said, this deal is good until August the 5th. Okay. Options for payment is Cash App. Yes, honey, send me a message for that Cash App. Yes, we got Cash App now. Hello. Google Wallet and PayPal. Email me and I can send you an invoice. I'm actually going to add a button on here for PayPal so you can just go directly into PayPal and make your purchase. But if you send me a message, I can send you the link for Google Wallet. I can send you the username for Cash App. And I can send you an invoice through PayPal. Okay, there's also an exact link to my PayPal, paypalme.mysticpersia. And let's get it with the get it, honey. And of course, I want to say shout out to my people. Yes, you know my people. You know who you are. You know who you are, honey. Oh, yes, honey. Hello. You know who you are, nigga. I just like saying that, y'all. I don't mean no harm when I say nigga. Can I say it? Y'all got a problem with me saying it, honey? You let me know. Got a problem with me saying nigga. I love that, honey. Okay, so anyway, Where the hell is this damn thing at? Oh, y'all, they getting rid of they're gonna be getting rid of Hangouts too come August the 1st. That's just sad, honey. They some haters, honey. There's some haters, honey. There's some haters. I see you, hater. I see you. You see me. Who said that? Nene Leaks. We see each other. I see you. You see me. We see each other. Anyway. Yes, let's see you up in there. Come on, TC. Come on, Jay. Come on, Lady K. Hey, Tritonic. Please, yes, honey. Tritonic. I thought I seen you at Walmart today. I was heading to Walmart, honey, Little Mer, and I saw this guy from the back, and he was walking like he was swollen shit. He was like, and I'm like, and I see these tattoos in the back, and his hair was kind of like mohawk up, and I said, wait a minute, this motherfucker, no, the hell it's not, and turn around, and I have to do a double take. So I was say, motherfucker, but I don't think you're 6'2". So I was like, okay, this is not him. But he was like, and start like walking, bitch. Everybody's moving out his motherfucking way. Okay. Come on, Julie, Joey. Oh, Planker, I did get your email. Jay, I did get your email. I will be emailing you back, Jay. Rico, yes, I will be emailing you back. Don't think I ignore you. I don't care what you got to say. No, I got that email. And of course, when I'm settled, then I can go ha ta su su ba ba ba. The good news is, the Three Hearts Secret class is finished. Okay, and for the other class, I will be doing that actually between today and tomorrow, and it's still 11:29 over here. Y'all know the next day comes up when the sun come up. So of course, like I said, I'll be sending you the information on that, and of course, questions. Come on, Espaval. Yes, come on, Oshun. Yes, honey. Let's give thanks to Oshun, honey. Oh, yes, honey. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you, Mother, for your divine wisdom. Thank you, Mother, for connecting me to my tea. See, there's a lot of tea with Oshun tea that people don't really talk about. But see, I gotta go out there. I gotta go out there to Nigeria, honey. I know a lot of Nigerians, honey. One of my major supporters is Nigerian, honey. Hey, Julie Joey know who I'm talking about too. Hey, baby, I need to go out there to Nigeria, honey. I need to go out there. I need to go to the place where Shango and Oshun reign supreme, honey. Hello? And people don't know this, but Shango actually existed as a person. Not once, but multiple times in history. Do your research. That's why that Shango energy is so potent and so powerful, honey. Ow. And going even into a Legba, Papa Legba, this energy has, avatared as 21 plus different saints, which a lot of people don't know about either. But you know that energy because when they manifest, whether it's male or female, the energy still felt the same. So a lot of people are like, Mystic, I was working with this saint and I noticed the energy kind of felt like this thing. And I'm like, that's one of the saints that spirit rocks with. Hello? And see, we talk about, someone hit me about some stuff too, which I kind of won't go into in this video, where they were talking about the guy said that he was a Christian, but he believed in Lucifer, and Lucifer was his father. And I said, see right there, that's that esoteric stuff. Because see, if you haven't got to a certain level of something, bitch, you're not going to understand that. You're going to say, well, Jesus was the son of Yahweh. Honey, Yahweh was a cannibal though. So, hello? I don't think you're ready for that. Hello? Yahweh was a cannibal, honey. Yahweh loved to eat the flesh of human beings. How? Can we talk about it for a minute? So you okay? But you're reading it from a biblical standpoint instead of actually looking into it with your spiritual eyes. And that's why the scripture said those who know I forgot how to go, but you will know it always in your hearts of hearts, honey, the truth. Come on. The truth always reigns supreme, honey. You will see things from what it really shows. Not, oh, well, I thought I saw that, but I think that means this. Honey, no. Come on, Melly. Melly, it is fire. Melly, it is fire, honey. Melly, it is fire. Melly, listen, Melly. Melly, it is fire, Melly. Melly, you know what I'm gonna make tonight? I'm making collard greens, black eyed peas with brown rice. I'm gonna mix it together. The collard greens are gonna be chopped up really, really fine. I'm gonna saute them with some sunflower oil. cook the black eyed peas the same way. I'm gonna kind of smoke it out a little bit, put some water on, let it simmer down, smoke it out. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna take the brown rice, put it up together, make like a little bit of a broken down goulash. Oh, that's gonna be so good, Nelly. Mm, And then what I'm gonna do is, oh, Julie Joe know about it. I'm gonna take the chicken. Mm, 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 mm. You know the chicken bouillon. Mm. Oh, y'all, this salad is a bomb, y'all. It's good for you too. Ladies and gentlemen, you need some berries, honey. You need all the berries. Berries are very powerful antioxidants. hmm hmm If you're feeling fatigued, low energy, all that good stuff, honey, get you some blackberries, get you some elderberries, get you some wild blueberries, get you some strawberries, get you some Sasquatch berries, get you some mist in our black. We get you all these berries, y'all. Mm, 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 mm. Jesus. Mm, 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 mm. You a liar. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all. Mm, mm, mm. Anubis, that's how he wants to sit in my lap. He wants to smell what I have right here. Mm-hmm. He wants to smell what I have. Mm-hmm. Mm. He think he get some of this, y'all. He getting some of that. He getting some of that black eyed peas stuff and those collars, honey. He getting those collars and those black eyed peas, honey. Mm-hmm. 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 Come on in here. Mm. That's honey. Come on, TC. That's right. SO and XO. Hello. Y'all ready for that? Yes, honey. Missing something to write on and with. Yes, you need to get something to write on and with, honey. That's right. You need to keep a journal of everything. All of your spiritual experiences should be written down, and I tell you, you should learn how to write in another language, just in case these documents are found. It because, honey, when I tell y'all, I've witnessed some stuff alone. I witnessed stuff with people. I think my most freakiest experiences I've had with the supernatural has been with other people. So I know I wasn't going crazy. Okay, I know I wasn't going crazy because other people saw what I saw. And I said, bitch, honey, wait, hold up. You high? Because I don't remember you getting high, and I definitely don't get high. So maybe we saw that because of contact. Okay. And if they don't get high, bitch, did you drink today? Because I did hug you. Maybe the alcohol rubbed off of you and got on me. And now I'm hallucinating, honey. Because I've never seen that. Like, girl, some real freaky shit. Oh, and I want to share something with y'all too. So I have like aunties and stuff. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. I gotta share this with y'all right here. Mm-mm-mm. I gotta share this with y'all right here. Mm-mm-mm. Hold on. So I have an auntie that died like 3 years before I was even born. So I wasn't even thought of, girl. Like, girl, I was like a little egg moving through my mom's um, ovum, honey. I was just circling in that little sack right there, girl. Anyway, come on, ancestors. Thank you, honey. I could have been that egg that was lost. I could have been that egg that came out doing her menses, honey. Hello. Come on now, but I survived that. But anyway, so I had an auntie, y'all, who passed away 3 years before I was even born, or thought of her, whatever. And of course, I never really sat down and asked questions about her because that's my mama's sister. And of course, I'm not one of those people that like to stir up stuff with people and make people feel any type of way. So I know that was one of my mom's favorite sisters. So I'm like, I don't even want to stir up any memories of her or whatever or whatever. But I just feel that the urge lately to ask my mom a lot about her because she was very spiritually inclined. and then working with ancestors and stuff, things come up, and I'm like, well, somebody knows something, because he's like, this year during our family reunion, y'all, I'm asking questions because I got so many notes, and I'm gonna say, who is BP? Who is Lily? I'm gonna write. I'm asking a lot of questions. I got so many notes for a lot of stuff, y'all, and also asking questions about stories and stuff like, oh well, who lived in a pink house on the street and it was ugly, and all the neighbors would go by it and didn't like it, Anyway, but this auntie, y'all, I love making tortillas from scratch. I love making tamales, y'all. Oh my God, like this may seem crazy coming from me, but I love it, y'all. I love it. And I think I make tamales better than anybody that's even from Mexico, honey. No Chino shade out there, but we could do a tamale cook-off, bitch. Hello? Hello? But I love it. And I'm just like, what is this? Okay, maybe it's because I did a lot of Mexican men and, ate at their mama's house or their grandma's house. I don't know. But girl, I asked my mom, we were having lunch, and she was like, oh, these tortillas almost taste like my sister's tortillas. And I was like, what sister is this? And she's like, your auntie blank. And I was like, oh my gosh, she liked making tortillas. And she was like, yeah, she loved making tortillas. She would have like tortillas and butter. She would make sandwiches with tortillas. And like, y'all, it gave me so much like chills, because you really take on characteristics of not even just your mom or your dad, but also their like close brother and sister that they felt connected to. And it's just so crazy, y'all. And this was even my mom's like half sister. They didn't share the same dad. But I just said, that is so fucking crazy. So that's who I got that from. Loving tortillas. And obviously she died, like I said, 3 or 4 years before I was even born. So honey, she knew how to make tortillas way before I even came out. So, honey, and I said, damn, I wish I would have got to taste her tortillas. I wish we were doing a tortilla cook-off right now. But you can't really think about that, because that will drive you fucking crazy. Like, I wish I would have met that auntie. Or like, you hear things about like your great grandma. My mom would say, oh, my grandmother was nice. She would let us come in and she'll give us candy and ice cream. And she had this armchair where she had a knitted blanket, and she got upset because blah, blah, blah. And then you're just thinking to myself, like, oh my God, I would have got along with her. Oh my God, if I would have met her, that would have been interesting. I don't know. It just kind of drives me crazy to think about that. Like, damn, well, I wish I could have met her. I wish I was born 10 years earlier, or, 5 years earlier, or, oh yeah, my great auntie, she used to love us. And I told you I had a great auntie, like my mom's dad's sister, very beautiful woman too. And I was her favorite. Well, her and my other cousin, me and my other cousin, we were her favorite, honey. But she used to I remember her holding me in her walker and shit. And even like, I remember walking and she told me to hold on to her pants. And she had like these little, I want to say they were khaki. They were just like Pizzazo pants, very soft, y'all. And I remember feeling them. And I believe she had these, I call them granny shoes, but they're probably not granny shoes. You just slide them on, and the front is like rounded out with little tiny, bubble ridges, and then the little bow in the side of that. And she had that. And I remember her saying, give me those shoes, y'all. And I was young, y'all. I was probably like 2 or 3 years old, and I still remember that now. And I started walking at 1 year old, by the way. Hello. I started walking at 1 year. Actually, 9 months I started walking. But either way, I remember getting her the shoes, and she had a mothball in it. But my fondest memory of her, like I said, is her apple pie that she loved making from scratch. Oh my God, her apple pie she loved making from scratch, you guys, and you could smell that. Like, I remember that. I remember that so strongly. So good. And also her adding cinnamon in every fucking thing, y'all. Cinnamon in her chicken, cinnamon in her everything. And then even going into, I showed you I had a spiritual reading from a spiritualist, and she was like, yeah, there's a dish that this person made, and they put cinnamon and sugar in it. And it was chicken and dumplings, y'all. And I said, oh my God, this bitch is touching on something, because it's so good. It's so good, y'all. So anyway, just share some memories with you guys. Just wanted to share some teas. Someone. Oh, wait, honey. So, can y'all still here? Somebody just mentioned something really quickly. Well, you remember the book that teaches you how to use your subconscious mind to curse people. Could you tell me again the name of that book? Thank you. Can anybody remember? Can anybody remember? Because I don't remember this. I think this person is trying to see what I'm going to say. This person just commented, "Hello, Victoria. How you doing, Victoria? Victoria, Victoria." Victoria said that I mentioned in one of my videos a book that teaches you how to use your subconscious mind to coach people. I don't think I mentioned the name of that book because what I'm learning, and I think Spirit is teaching people to tell me this. Spirit is giving me feedback through people. So one of these people I know, these Mambos, told me this, and one of my spiritual sisters told me this, and then a stranger told me this. I'm like, wait a minute, this is Spirit talking to me. Be careful what you put out on your YouTube channel, because when you know real shit and you talk about it, people who don't know it or people who's trying to come after you will try to practice and practice what you teach them and then try to use it against you. So even going into like teacher class stuff, that's why I'm very mindful about what classes I sell and what information I put in my classes, because of course people could try to use what they learned and use it against you. Now, of course, there's spiritual stuff I do so that doesn't happen, but of course you just don't know. Like people could do anyway. So I don't think I ever mentioned that book, but I will tell you this. Victoria, I love saying Victoria with a B, not a V. In English we say Victoria, Victoria, but I like saying Victoria, Victoria, like South Americans, honey. Victoria, Victoria. But anyway, so I will not mention the name of that book, for one, because that book is a very, very powerful book. And even if you're not trained in magic, this book will work for you. And second of all, which by the way, I actually own that book. And currently right now, I spilled oil on the book. And the oil faded the fucking pages. So I have like 2 pages in this book, Victoria, and it just came to my mind what book it is. Okay, yes. Okay, so this book, most of the shit is even off the fucking book because the oil. That's why I don't like putting my oils near my books and shit. Also with Anubis, honey, he likes to walk around shit and spill shit. We're not gonna blame only him, but still. So this book is so powerful, Victoria, that it will actually change your life. But it builds up your mind power, right? It builds up your mind power, but also, like I said, to the untrained person, you will get in and you will start doing stuff, and it will awaken shit that you're not even trying to awaken. And also going into this as well, because people don't really talk about this neither, is everyone wants to learn how to do spiritual stuff because it's fascinating. Oh my God, magic! I seen charm. I seen it's the Wits of the Equins, and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, ooh, 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 the magicians. It seems so exciting, but as I said, there's a process. This is why you had esoteric schools, or you had schools, mystery schools, and you still have them. Because before you start practicing this stuff, because anybody can look up a spell on how to fuck somebody's mind up. Anybody could find a spell on how to, stop a man's penis from becoming erect. But if your mind is not there and you have not completely worked past your conscious demons, because you were talking about subconscious, but conscious is where you relate to, because you connect with that. Subconscious, you can't connect with that every day, all day. When you're in that subconscious mind, you're unaware of what's going on consciously. So when you're in the subconscious mind and you're operating there, you're unaware that today is Monday, it's 2 o'clock, the TV's on, the light is on, the fan, like you're not aware of that. You're in like a zone. And I say daydreaming is the same thing of that. When you daydream, you don't know what the fuck you're at, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So going into that, the subconscious mind is a very powerful thing, but before you start working with that, you need to work with your conscious mind. Okay, once you work past the conscious stuff that plagues you, like your obsession with you being black, or your obsession with you being gay or trans, or your obsession with being a woman, or your obsession of whatever your obsession is, whatever your fetish is, once you learn to work past that, then subconsciously things start becoming up, it starts unlocking for you to where you're like, I never thought that I would be happy with whatever. Okay, so like I said, you want to be very, very careful. Because once you start unlocking that subconscious mind, Victoria, and a lot of you out there, if you had a very traumatic experience as a child, let's say, for example, you had an uncle that molested you, or your dad whooped your butt so bad that your lip was busted and you stayed home from school, and you probably don't remember that, because a lot of things that are traumatic to us, our mind protects us by wiping it out of our out of our conscious mind, but it's still subconsciously. So when you start opening up that door, Victoria, and like I said, a lot of you out there, all that stuff start coming up. And if you're not trained to how to, control that and keep that stuff balanced, then you start going into a cycle. You start cycling backwards. And this is what happens to a lot of people. They tap into their subconscious mind unintentionally, and this stuff comes to the forefront, and then they start to, get addicted to drugs. They start to get addicted to sex. They start getting addicted, and when I say addicted to sex, promiscuously, like doing it with random people. You meet somebody at a gas station, you having sex unprotectedly. Like, all this stuff is signs of you opening those doors that should have not opened, and certain spirits came through. So going into this, everyone wants to be a clairvoyant, a psychic. I want to build my spiritual mind up, but you got to be ready, because once that door is open, things come forward that you may not be ready for. And I'm so thankful, and I feel so blessed and so favored, because I'm going to say how I feel, that my life was not that traumatic. Like, yes, traumatic things happen to me where people are like, get out that jar. And I felt like they were attacking me because I was darker, and I tell people this, like, even growing up in my family, a lot of us, were light skinned, a few of us were my skin color. And when I say growing up in my family, like those who share the same, mother and grandmother and grandfather that I have, like most of us, are very light skinned with hazel eyes and stuff. Very few of us had, darker skin with darker eyes. And for me, maybe because when some of them grew up, it wasn't that many anyway. But when I was growing up, it was like 200 of us. Okay, 200 of us already, bitch. Like 50, like grandchildren, like for real, like great grandchildren, like it was so many of us. So I felt sometimes attacked, because I felt like they knew that I was different, and they were trying to make me feel, oh bitch, we know you transgender, so we're gonna treat you this way. Or because you're the darkest, you don't look like the rest of them. Then, and that's how I felt. I felt that they were mistreating me because I was the darkest. And even going into like how I felt with my grandmother, and of course that was not the case, but I felt that way with my grandmother too. I felt like because I was darker skinned, that she just mistreated me. So going into this stuff, when I was going through my healing process and I was getting into working with the subconscious mind and stuff, when that stuff came up, like it was very, very painful, but I was able to let it go, because before my grandmother passed away, I was able to sit down with her and say, this is how I felt. You made me feel this way. And she'd be like, that was not my intention. I'm sorry you felt that way, blah, blah, blah. So like I said, that it was easy to let it go. Going into me growing up and being hit by a bike, I'm a hoarder, and this year has been very, very challenging for me, but I've maintained my addiction to want to buy stuff just to buy stuff. And I used to be a hoarder. Like I feel like I'm still recovering from it, because I still have that urge to say, let me go hoarder. But me being hit by that bike is what caused that. And of course I came up subconsciously and going to therapy to help unlock that door. But even like the fact that my dad was like, don't tell your mother, like that stirred up a lot of emotions of why me and my mother growing up, we had some conflicts. And even like as an adult, I talked to my mom a lot about, growing up as a kid, this is why I was, we had a little bit of a disagreement, or, we just would bump heads. And when me and my mom, we would bump heads, we would keep our distance. We wouldn't be like, fuck you, or, she'll beat me or anything. We'll just keep our distance, and we bumped heads a lot. But it's because in the inside, I was keeping secrets from her about me getting hit by that car, and my dad telling me not to tell my mom. So I was like, ashamed, like, oh my God, I'm keeping secrets from my mom, and I want to tell her, but I feel like if I tell her, the blah blah blah. So that was like my own feelings projecting. But anyway, so going into that subconscious stuff, that stuff comes up. So before you go into the subconscious world and the subconscious mind to curse people and fuck people up, or to build your stuff up, make sure that your conscious mind is clean. Make sure there's no color, no clutter in that conscious mind. Because when that door opens, you don't know what's on the other side. And you may say, well, I do know because I don't remember being violated. Girl, bye. Something happened. And you may not remember that. And like I said, I didn't remember getting hit by that bike. That's how I know for sure that when you face something traumatic, your mind protects you. You know, there's different levels of your brain too. We talk about that. You know, so your mind, it protects you and it seals that stuff up. Your conscious mind, it pieces things together that are sometimes not real. And then when the subconscious mind is open, then it's kind of like, oh my God, I forgot about that. Oh my God, I forgot about, I eat so much because I remember, you know, when I was skinny, people called me anorexic, which was true. For me, that was my story. I was so skinny, y'all. I didn't start gaining weight until after puberty. And I tell people this story as well. You know, at 12 years old, I started developing breasts. And, you know, they did so many tests because I had so much estrogen in my body. And so I was put on diets and stuff to make my testosterone levels rise. And of course, that stuff made me nauseous. Like it had me throwing up and shit. I had diarrhea and also the weird shit. So they really didn't know what's going on. They thought it was a lot of shit going on, but it is what it is. And the doctors that I had were very Catholic. Okay. We had Catholic doctors and they were not into that transgender gay stuff, honey. So they were very much like, no, no, no. And no birth control. They went into birth control and shit. They went into, prescribing medicine for depression and stuff. So either way, like I said, you know, for me, you know, I was very, very skinny and people call, oh, you need to eat, you need to eat, you need to eat. You're so skinny, you look sick. Are you making yourself throw up? Are you bulimic? Are you anorexic? Yeah, because you're eating and you go to the bathroom after you eat, blah, 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 blah. So as I got older, you know, not now, but it was, you know, when I got to be like 14, 15, 16, 17, girl, I was pigging out. Bitch, I was eating burritos every day. I was going out to the Nana burritos, honey. I was eating hot Cheetos with Pepsi, plugging it down, Pepsi twisted shit, Snicker bars, Twix. Oh my God. Oh my God, I want it all. Stuff in my mouth, girl, just everything. Just being fat. And then when I got the help I needed, then I realized that that's what's triggering me to want to overeat. That's what's triggering me because people are telling me I was too skinny, I need to eat. You know, going into a lot of stuff, you know. So anyway, and even going into like how I tried to like, this may sound stupid to you guys, but I want to share this with y'all. At one point, I tried to make my voice very deep. So I would like practice. Because people would say, your voice is too high. You sound like a girl. Ooh, you so girly. Ooh, ooh, gee, 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 you know, gay, 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 whatever. And I was just trying to over. And I told you, I even worked out, y'all. I was a male model for 2.5 years. And I worked out and my arms are like 17 inches. Like, I got pictures too, y'all. Maybe one day we'll pull up these photos. But I was very much in shape. And so either way, I only did that. It wasn't because I felt like a man. I wanted to be a man. It's because people were, you know, insulting me and making fun of me for being feminine and being, you know, so soft that I was ashamed. You know, I was ashamed to be who I was. So I said, let me put on this facade, you know, let me make myself masculine, as much masculine as I can. Let me grow out my facial hair, y'all. And y'all, I used to buy, this is actually embarrassing. I used to shave when there was no hair there to make the hair come. I used to like, there was a cream, I can't remember the cream. It would say, if you don't have hair, you put this cream on and your facial hair will go. I used to put the cream like above my lip and on my chin. And I tell y'all, like the men in my family, you know, my mother's side, they don't grow facial hair like that anyway. Like when they do it, it's like very sprouts and shit. And when they do come in, they be proud of that shit. Like, ooh, I got facial hair. Let me rock it. So anyway, for me, like I said, I had no facial hair, bitch, to where I was making myself get shit. Like, let me put it in, put it in, put it there. And of course, I regret that because, of course, I had to get into laser electrolysis. But thank God I never got the full beard and mustache. Like, I didn't get hair here. I didn't get hair here. It was always the chin, the lip, and then I had a little bit starting to connect, just a little bit though. So thank God it wasn't, you know, that. And then of course body hair, I didn't have that problem, just here and my legs and stuff. And of course, you know, people on it. But anyway, so like I said, your subconscious mind, your conscious mind protects you. And a lot of things of who you are actually things that were projected on you. So right now, if you have an exception with being fit, maybe somebody said you were ugly. You know, I know the LGBT community is that way. Gay people are so judgmental. on all levels, transgenders, lesbians, bisexuals, very judgmental, more judgmental than heterosexual people. So, of course, in the gay community, old gay people and fat gay people are really like, ew. So, a lot of these gay people starve themselves or do meth and heroin or stay skinny and fit. And it's like, honey, well, listen, I'd rather be old and fat and still be healthy than to be 19 years old and on my way out. Got fucked up ass kidneys and shit. Okay, hello, booty hole loose as hell, gaping open and shit. So let's talk about that for a minute. But anyway, so like I said, you don't want that, Victoria. You want to work with your conscious mind first. Get that conscious mind all the way up. Mystic, I feel it. Mystic, I feel so much self-love. And we can talk about that for a minute too, Victoria, which we can do some exercise on self-esteem. We can do exercises on self-love and discipline. There's certain things you do when you start feeling that self-love, Victoria. You don't even think about anything. You don't even think about fucking people up. That don't even cross your mind until they fuck with you. But your everyday life will be like, oh my God, I feel so good. Oh my God, I feel so blessed. I feel so privileged to be here. And I'm not saying that like to be funny or oh my God, oh this bitch she shut up. No. Or oh, this bitch is up in the clouds. Like for real. When you start connecting with your conscious mind and you start working through those demons, honey, you would be like, girl, this the best meth I've ever had. Bitch, this the best joint I ever smoked. This the best glass of wine I ever had. See, that's how I'm crazy that shit. This is my wine right here, honey. Hello, Shark Attack with Rebel in it, honey. But anywho, you don't want that, Victoria. You don't want that, honey. Excuse me. Who you doing? Come on in here. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Shango smells like liquor. A liquor. I would say a liquor. Like Elegua. Sorry. Elegua smells like candy. Come on, honey. Yes. Who smell like tobacco, Julie? Julie, who smell like tobacco? Ow, come on in here. Ow, come on in here. Ow. Thank you, Little Mer. Thank you so much, Little Mer. I love it. I love it, Little Mer. It helps me to tack into some tea. Yes, you my God smell like seaweed. She smell a little fishy too. Ow, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Ow, ow, ow. She smell a little. She smell a little. She smell a little tangy, honey. Ow. Come on, Lachelle. Yes, I'm making everybody hungry, honey. Jesus is a biscuit. Oh, you tried that. Come on, Grand Madam. You can't sleep tonight. Well, the new moon is tomorrow. That's why. Oh, okay. Come on, Grand Madam. I need you to sit it on down. I need you to close your eyes, Grand Madam. I want you to think of your yoni being an octopus. Ow, come on in here. And you just sitting there, you just you let it all come on down, Grand Madam, and you letting those legs slither on out and start attaching onto anything you need to attach on. You got health, honey. Think about the what do they call that shit? The medical symbol, honey. That alchemist glyph, honey. Think about that, honey. I want you to think about, oh, I need this now, honey. Whatever it is, grab onto with that octopus with those tentacles, honey, and those legs, because those suction cups just hold on to things. That's a quick tip on grounding right there. Come on in here, honey. Yes, come on in here. Oh, hi. Yes, I just wanted to say hi. Got to get ready for bed. Got another long day tomorrow. You have a blessed. I know that's right, honey. Enjoy your day tomorrow, B. You may be my auntie. Listen, Grand Madam. Exactly. Well, see, the crazy thing about this, Grand Madam, is my grandmother's mother. Oh, this is about to be some deep stuff right here, y'all. My grandmother's mother was born on the day I was born on. And the city that she was born from actually is, oh, let me say how deep this is, Grand Madam. The city she was born in was actually, or it sounds very similar to a planet that one of my head spirits reign over. So we were born on the same day. She was born in a city that's named after a planetary energy that my spirit reign over. But anyway, going outside of that, my grandmother really didn't get along with her mother like that, because she felt that my grandmother, that she was the youngest, so she felt like her mother would just be like, you know, I'm gonna shine and highlight the older kids, not the younger. This is what she was feeling like. And then of course, but she got along with her grandmother. So yeah. So going into that, I don't know. My grandmother said that I remind her a lot of her mother, and that's why growing up, just certain characteristics, she'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know you're a Gemini. You're like my mama." Okay, so that's what her thing was, and like I said, that's why I felt that. So I mean, if it came down to that, you know, I feel like I have characteristics of my auntie, but I think I'll be more like my great grandmother from the stories I hear about her, of what she likes and her dislikes, and even, you know, her mindset. And that's why me and my grandmother, we clashed when I was younger. And then also too, my great grandmother had sleepwalking. I can't remember what they call that. There's a condition, but I used to sleepwalk a lot, to where that's why I had to have my own room. And thank God they didn't lock the door and shit. But I'm telling you, Grandma Adam, I had a credit card one time, and this is not jokey, y'all. This is jokey, but it's not jokey. I had a credit card, and y'all, this is when I first got my car. And I looked at my statement. Now, let me tell y'all this. From where I live at and where Oakland is at, or where I live at, where San Francisco is at, that's a very strange ride. So I would remember, unless I was blacking out and shit, I would remember I got in my car and drove to Oakland and went to the 7-Eleven, you know, over there in Seminaries. Or if I got in my car and drove to Union Square Mall in San Francisco, I would have known this. But literally, Grand Madam, like or you guys, my credit card statements were having purchases on it. And I'm like, I don't remember that. And y'all, there's a restaurant that I do not eat at that this card was used at. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's no way somebody did that, because this credit card stays in my house, for one. And for two, it's only on PayPal. So unless one of the merchants that I ordered from used, like, copied that card, there's no way. Like, there's no way. And I'm still mind blown of that, because I don't remember using that card at any of those places at all. So of course I opened up this feud, and I was just like, yeah, honey, no, ma'am. I don't shop in no Seminary part of Oakland, honey. No Tina Shay. I got family out there. That's not my cup of tea. Okay, and yeah, oh, I don't do that. San Francisco Union Square Mall, they don't even have clothes that fit me there. And then the restaurant Sonics, I'm like, why would I go there when there's one right here? Like, why would I go way down there? So that was just a lot of weird shit. But I could have been sleepwalking. Who knows? So of course, like I said, that's why, you know, that's what also made me want to really get into my spiritual stuff, to where that stops. Because of course there's guardian spirits that stop that stuff. So if you are sleepwalking, you know, or getting spiritually possessed, you know, there's spirits that protect that from happening while you're sleeping. And those are the same spirits that will protect you from dying in the astral while you're sleeping too. The crazy thing about it is, y'all, my purse fell and everything came out of it. The crazy thing about it is, you guys, that binging noise right there sound like when my front door is open and my alarm is on. Bitch, I was gagging right now, bro. When I heard that ding ding, I was like, wait a minute. Somebody just came in, but when it says unknown caller, I'm like, okay. Bitch, because that's what sounds like when you open my door when the alarm is on. It says ding ding ding. And then it alerts you, honey. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, honey, come on. Haters always watching here taking us. Of course they do. That's why I'm very mindful. That's why I'm very mindful. You're gonna find that book now. Okay, let me see. Let me see, Tritonic, if you can find it. They always are taking notes. That's why I offer classes and I do events. People are like, oh, it's about the money free. Like I really like, next year is gonna be so good, because you guys will be able to come on in. No. Oh, Victoria's on the next video. She commented under the video called Insta Magic. She commented on a video called Insta Magic. Victoria. But yes, witches got to find their own craft. Spirits will guide you eventually. You can't give knives to a baby. The see right there, I agree with that. That's why some people are like, Mystic, I want it all. Trust me, I did too. But one of my teachers said, bitch, you can't learn it all right now. It took me 93 years to learn what I learned. You cannot learn what you need to. Well, hello? Honey, it's a craft. You know, it's like singing. People can be the best singers, but it takes you time to find out who you really are. That's why even going into Beyonce, and I got to bring her up because a lot of people in here know who Beyonce is. So I brought up another artist who I'm in love with, who's actually not even a American singer. You gotta say, who is that? But Beyonce, if you look at her songs, like even go back to her 1996 vocal, and of course she was much younger, her sound is very different. She did not really find who she was until she became a solo artist. And even with being a solo artist, you go back to her B-Day album to now, her sound is like even more stronger. So it's a craft and it takes practice, and you have to, you know, keep practicing and building your stuff up. And in that process, you find out what works for you, and whatever works for you, keep doing that. And then you add on, or spirit brings more on, and then you build from that. So you keep extending yourself out. And kind of like even these games like DC Universe and stuff, where you have a gift, and then when you work out that gift and you become stronger, then more gifts start revealing itself to you. And that's how it works spirituality. So you going in, you're not going to be very strong going in. It takes time, dedication. And of course, this is why I talk about being single. You know, being single, that's your time to really work on your craft. Being alone, oh, I got to be with friends, oh, I got to be with a boyfriend, I got to have a man. You really lose yourself in that man. You really lose yourself in that woman. You really lose yourself in your friendship. You really lose yourself, you know, being involved with other people. So that's why you have to disconnect. And so that's why a lot of people, you know, used to get upset at me and stuff. I'm like, you can't feel that way. You know, I have to disconnect and enhance what should be enhanced. Okay. Come on in, Jaliel. Ooh, Jaliel, come on, Jaliel. Let me see something really quickly. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this, Jaliel. Can I do this with you right here? Jaliel, can I do this with you right here? Y'all, my phone is dead and it should not be dead right now. It should not be dead. It should not be dead. It should not be dead. I got some shit to do and it's dead. Oh my God, nickel. Nickel, nickel, nickel. Can I do this? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can pull up on here, Jaliel. Oh my God, this phone is dead too? Is all these phones dead, nigga? Damn. Oh my God, all my fucking phones are dead. Bitch. Hold on, y'all. One of these phones gotta be charged. I told y'all my purse fell on the floor right here. Woo! We got a charged phone, y'all. We got a charged phone. Thank you, God. Thank you for the spirits of cell phones. We got a charged phone right now. You know, I want to say this to people too. You know, this is a little side note. You know, my sister first passed away. I couldn't see her pictures or nothing. Like I can look at her pictures. I can look at her text message. I still haven't even made my way to her Facebook page yet because I'm still working on that. But now I can look at her stuff. And for the first time last night, I read our old text message, you guys, and it just made me feel like it just gave me like relief. And I don't even know how to describe that. But I'm just thankful for my experience, honey. Because I know some of you guys have sisters that you don't have no relationship with. Some of you guys were not blessed to have a sister. And, you know, I take it all up and I absorb it all. I was blessed to have a sister. I was blessed to experience her the way I experienced her. And our conversations, our relationships, honey, was like no other. And she's very inspiring to me. So anyway, I want to share that. But let me pull this up for Let me pull this up for Jaliel. Jaliel, I forgot about you. Okay, I forgot about you, Jaliel. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's see what this is. Can we look this up really quickly? Jaliel sent me a little TT wee wee. Yes. Okay, let's see what this is. Can we see what this is, honey? Come on in here. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's a lot of tea here, huh? This is definitely you, Jaliel. Okay, here we go. Is this it right here? Come on, Jaliel. Can you hear it, Jaliel? Let's see what it's like. This is our first time hearing this song, honey. Come on, Madonna. I hear Madonna finish, Jaliel. Yes, honey. Because I'm caught up on you. Come on, Jaliel. Ah, is this copyrighted? Hey. Hey. Yes, come on, Stevie Nicks. Hey. Come on, Johnny. Yes. What? Yes. Yes. Listen, I get a whole mixture of teas right there. And yes, I feel that right there. I feel that song. Can I see the techno version here too? Let's see what this sounds like. Ow, come on, Jaliel. Yes. Ow. My love. See, it gives me like group party too. I love that. Hey, come on. Oh, this sounds like New York freestyle house, honey. Yes, just give me some Venus extravaganza tea right here. What? Oh, okay. Is this tech now? Is this tech or this sound like some hip hop stuff? Okay, yes, just give me that 90s feel. Hey, I also feel Lady Gaga too, Jaliel. I feel some Lady Gaga tea up in there too, honey. Ow. Papa leg bars of tobacco. I know that's right, honey. Do things always fuck up then get better? It does. Things always fuck me better. Let me tell you something about that I learned too spiritually, Jay. When you're working towards something that is not beneficial towards you, spirit comes in and interrupts it. And it's a reset button. How? It's a reset button. Spirit say, motherfucker, you were building incorrectly. Let me show you how. So whenever you feel like things are going good and then it gets fucked up, this is your time to sit back and say, let me take note. Let me take note of this. This is the perfect timing to take note because that reset is a new beginning to something greater. Also, all things have a cycle. See, people think that things are permanent in life, and it's not. And the only thing for sure in life, of course, is death, taxes, and someone's gonna be motherfucking born. But all the other stuff are just possibilities and possible outcomes. But in all of that, it's lessons, greater lessons for your spirit. So take note of all that, okay? Take note of all that, T honey. It all happens in cycles, okay? All happen in cycles. Okay, ghosts or spirits that doesn't know they did smell like smoke. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. Okay. That's crazy you mentioned the octopus grounding tea because I just saw the show Slater. They had drawings like that in the BOS. Oh, well, listen, the show Salem, Jaliel. I love that show Salem. Yes. Is it still going on right now? I love the first season and the second season. There's actually a demon. There's an octopus demon. And I talked about this before. I seen a woman being exorcised and the octopus spirit literally coming out of her body. And yeah. But in this sense of it's the power of the octopus, being in mystery, and just grabbing onto all things that you feel valuable. You know, octopus have what, like 8 legs. So yes, honey, getting into that tea like that, honey. Who you doing? The octopus is versatile. Mystics that abuse victims give us by nasty octopus. They do, yes, yes. Sexual inflictions. Yes, yes, honey. Ooh, just thinking about it right now just kind of disturbs me. Octopuses look very creepy to me. Come on, Rico. Yes, honey. You've been seeing a lot of owl symbols in the name Michael a lot. What could that mean? Well, this is what this means. If you're seeing a lot of owls and the words owl, or people have the name AL, Alberto, Al Ready, Al Be Sure, this is you moving into a higher state of being, Rico. So your subconscious mind is starting to shift. There you go. Your subconscious mind is starting to become activated. Okay. So owls stands for being able to see the unseen. Owls are very mysterious beings symbolically. Going into the name Michael, if you break up the name Michael, Michael, okay, that is a unisex thing because Michael could be Michelle, it could be, whatever. Michael, Michelle, same name, just different tongues. So that's unisex thing. So it also deals with duality. So I think that something is shifting for you spiritually and things are opening up for you. Okay. So now that you're seeing a lot of owls on the name Michael, write that down, Rico, because more things are going to be revealed to you. And it's where journaling comes into play of writing it all down. Okay. Do I like to eat calamari? No, I don't eat calamari. Calamari makes me nauseous and sick. My cousin loves calamari. I remember, I was dating a controlling man, and I couldn't have no friends, Lord Earth. Only friends I had was family, and I had to beg him for this cousin. Is that your real cousin, honey? Yes, this is my real cousin, honey. Our mothers are twin sisters. This is my real cousin. So anyway, so we had like calamari and squids, and we had a whole bunch of stuff. It was like a mixed bag of octopus and squid and all sorts of weird shit, Little Mer. So we had it with rice. And Little Mer, it was so disgusting. First, it was good, maybe because I was hungry. And you got to be careful how you cook calamari too, because the more you cook it, the harder it becomes. So you cannot overcook calamari. Okay, you overcook calamari, this shit gonna be stale as hard as fuck. It's gonna taste like a crocodile skin. You know, when you feel the crocodile skin, it's gonna taste like that. So anyway, we had that shit, honey. You know, my body was toe up from the floor up, Little Mer. It was like, honey, I was taking turns. I was taking turns, and the guy at the time, honey, he was very controlling, but he was so nice. He was like, "We might need to take you to the hospital because something ain't right." And I couldn't think. I'm like, I don't know what it is because you can't think when you're sick. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it is. Oh, I don't know, but it hit me. It was all that fucking mercury and shit inside the octopus, the squid, and all that. It was like octopus. It was a whole bunch of shit. I'm actually hit my cousin and asked him if he remember what that bag was called. It was a seafood blend. Disgusting, honey. I would never do that shit again. So we don't really. I'm not very fond of seafood. Some seafood make me sick. So I'm very, very cautious. Like catfish, like certain fish I can't have. It really makes me sick. Oysters. Actually, oyster. Oh, I don't remember what oysters did to me. I haven't had oysters in a very, very long time. But I'm just very mindful of seafood. I eat shrimp. I can have. Shrimp. I can have certain fishes, certain fish, and crab meat. I can have crab meat. I can't have lobster meat though. Lobster meat make me nauseous. Can't have that neither. Okay. Okay. Come on in here. Hello. Yes, Pearl, honey. Let that music take over, honey. Escobar, you crazy, honey. Al, Escobar, do you know anything about Islamic magic? You know anything about the magic of the Quran? Al, come on in here. Come on in here, Escobar. You not ready for that, huh? Hello? Come on in here. Come on in here, honey. Come on in here. Hello? Come on in here, Escobar. You know anything about that? Oh, Salem ended. I know it. Oh, yes. No problem, Jaliel. Yes, honey. Jaliel, honey. Jaleel. Jaleel. Remember I said it? Jaleel. Knowing what it was. Jaliel. Okay. Hello? Salem ended. Yeah, I love that TV show. The Magicians, all the real TV shows they cut off. The Witches of the Eastwick End, honey, they knew what the tea was. They said, oh, bitch, we got to stop showing this tea. They picking up the tea. The girls are picking it up. Oh, yes, we were, honey. Oh, yes, we were, honey. We were picking the tea up, honey. Hello? Yes, girl, we were sitting down. We were definitely looking. And then Salem, see, they play it backwards. They play the kid stuff first, and then they play the beginning at the end and the end at the beginning. So they show you the involvement of how they covered up magic. That's what I love. Hello, Joan Dillon. That's how I love when people do TV show when they watch TV shows and they say, "Oh, they were better." Oh, Julie Joy. Oh, I loved it. There was some real true tea with that. See, Salem talk about the history of witches. Salem talks about before you got into that candle magic shit. What were you doing, little girl? You were learning how to play with your emotions and your personalities, because people think of shape shifting that, oh my god, I'm taking my body and I'm exact now, of course, in different dimensions that's possible. And when you become well, I won't even go into that because that was a whole bunch of worms. But we're talking about shifting into a different persona, like a chameleon. Okay, so you going into the hood and you got to be like a hood person, bitch. Let me do it. You know, I go in there like a chola, honey. Not bad. But anyway, so like I said, they played it backwards and they show you how they cover it. So people say, yeah, we watch the Disney TV shows and they're witches undercover. Yeah, well, now they have to reveal to you how they got to the Disney TV shows. So they have to show you, first of all, with Salem, and there's another TV show that I cannot even think of right now, where they have to show you the ancient stuff, that when things were first discovered, who, what, when, why, and how. And even going into bringing into magic. See, a lot of people don't know this. That's why I said before, if you don't know what you're talking about, you're going to say that there's European magic, African magic, Asian magic, whatever, all this magic. It all come from the same source ultimately. And what happened is those witches that came here taught that form of the art. Yes, American gods, gods of America. Right. So the tea they're giving is how we got here. So how that so Raven became clairvoyant and saw shit. You know, it goes into that. It goes into that. There's a lot of Disney TV shows that talk about that kid stuff and Mickey Mouse Club and all some good stuff. So like I said, they're revealing to you all of the processes, all of the tea, where it all started from. And every TV show that comes out with like a Raven or wizards of whatever, these characters are based off of actual historians or actual beings that have been a part of our history, that have shaped the magical community. And like I said before, real magical people don't really come out and talk about the shit like that. It's usually the ones that need validation. And we talk about the ones that, like I said, have to put on a show and shit. You got to come out with fucking weird shit and all of the bullshit. And shit, girl, bye. You don't got to do all that. You don't got to put pie cream on your face and contacts you out and say you're possessed. Bitch, give us a close-up of your eyes. We'll see that. When your energy is shifting, your eyes automatically change anyway, because the Bible talks about that. Can we talk about that for a minute right there? So when you're going through certain processes, that's why you wear glasses. This is why you put contacts in. Your pupils start to change any motherfucking way. And then of course you see that with the celebrities where they say, "Oh, Nicki Minaj is part reptilian." You see her eyes shift now. Energetically speaking, of course, like I said, when you do certain energies, that shit shift into it because your inner being is vibrating at a different frequency. So, like I said, you don't have to put on this little mask and face paints and be like, "Oh, I got real magic and I was doing a ritual tonight." Really? Please let us know what powwow you went to and they actually included your dumb ass in it. And I'll give them a nice little call and say, bitch, who the fuck, what the fuck, and why the fuck? No, I'm playing. But anyway, y'all. Hello, come on, Joy Donato, honey. Come on, huh? Yes, honey. Who's Yes. Listen, you guys. I need to go. I need to go. I need to get back to these emails that I got. And also, I need to get ready for today. Okay? You love the new camera? Listen, it's actually a new computer, Joey. Yeah, Joey, it's a new computer. Joey, you want to see that? No. It's a new computer. I think it's a new camera and it's a new computer, but it's really a new computer. We have a customly built computer. Shout out to my supporters out there. Woo! I just want to say a quick prayer for my people, honey. Yes, honey. Be with them on this new moon. Yes, honey. How? God, move. Allow the Spirit to move with them. Be with them during this new moon and their new endeavors, honey. Allow this new energy to manifest for their higher good. Come on in here. Yes. Thank you for my supporters, those who send over their tea all the time. Yes, God. Thank you for them. Thank you for the viewers. Thank you for the commentators. Hello, those who comment. Maybe it's commenters. I don't know. Is it commentators or commenters? Somebody gonna correct me. And thank you for those who watch but don't really type neither, because yeah, good vibes are good vibes. God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, listen, come on, honey. Yes, I'm feeling so hyper. New moon got me no sleep. Hey, same over here. I don't even know why. I don't even know why I'm drinking this, Joey. Joey, I don't even know why I'm drinking this. Oh, that's a piece of lettuce. Bitch, I have backwash. I have backwash in my damn drink. So disgusting. But listen, I need some hot Cheetos too, honey. But listen, I got a lot I gotta do. This is the perfect time to clean up your house, organize your house, clean out your closets. We'll be doing some deep cleansing, and it's a perfect time for that. So, Joey, now that you up, go clean up your room, go clean up underneath that bed, go clean out that closet, get rid of old shit you don't need, go down to Salvation Army. No, fuck them. They don't care about the LGBT community. Don't donate to Salvation Army. They don't give a fuck about LGBT people. Donate to Goodwill. Go donate to Goodwill. Go to the homeless people in your city or something. You need some clothes, ma'am? Here you go. You size 32. There you go. There you go. Give it to the homeless people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get rid of the shoes you don't wear, Joey. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Y'all, these touches are fresh. Fresh, honey. Hello? Anyway, let me go, honey. Yes, honey. Mm-hmm. Listen, Joey. Joey, I'm still waiting on my iPhone too, Joey. Where that iPhone at? Joey, where that iPhone at? I'm waiting on that iPhone. Bye, everybody. And Little Merd, tell me when you find that book, okay? Tell me if you find that book, Little Mer. Little Mer, if you tell me that you found the book, I will tell you if that's the book or not. Yes, honey. This is a very powerful book. In fact, this book is the origin to a lot of different books. Okay? Because they talk about a lot of the philosophy these other books talk about, but you look at the days that they were written, it was years after this book. And this book is also taught in the ministry schools, the stuff that's in this book of how to build up your light bodies and stuff. Amazing. Amazing. Come on, no worry, honey. Love you too, honey. We're gonna be emailing you back. Plank gonna be emailing you back. Jay, I'll be emailing you back. And all those other people that email because I see the alerts and stuff. So anyway, love and light, everybody. Hope you guys have a good night, honey. Check out the Blogspot Tweet Spirit at missday.blogspot.com. The link is below the video, honey. New moon energy, new you, new beginnings, honey. And let's motherfucking get it. We got nothing else to do, bitch. We're going to the listen. We're not gonna put it out there yet. Listen, new moon tomorrow. Oh, and I think those. I should say at the beginning of the motherfucking video. And maybe I'll do another video before I go to bed lightly and politely. But the first 10 people that join this thing, I'm actually going to give you a good on something else. I'll send you that email too. But anyway, love and light, everybody. Bye for now, honey. See y'all later. Gotta go. Oh, can y'all see a lot of tea up in that? Oh, please tell me y'all didn't see a lot of tea while I was doing all that. Because I don't got no panties on, honey. I don't got no panties on. Hey, it's too hot for all that, honey. It's too hot for that, honey, huh? Ew. I'm like a K9 in nature, honey. I don't got nothing on. I'm naked. Yeah, I knew it was just crazy. Look, y'all, this motherfucker think he's psychic. He's like, this bitch about to get up and leave, so I'm gonna go with the bitch. This dog tickles me, y'all. He fucking tickles me. He like, you get up and go, I'm going too. That's why he sit on my leg right now, because he's like, when you get up and go, bitch, I'm going too. You better not forget about me, bitch. When you get up, I'm getting up. Oh, God. See, listen, y'all. Imagine if I got high. Bitch, girl, I would be so delusional. I'll be like, girl, Anubis said hi to me, y'all. Y'all, I'll be like, y'all, I was sitting there, Anubis opened his mouth and said, Mama. I would be so delusional, bitch. Y'all, you won't believe what happened, y'all. I was walking Anubis and he said, I gotta go pee. I can't do it. I won't do it, y'all. Anyway, bye. Yes, he's very smart, Rico. He's very smart. No, listen. Listen, Joey, that would be an abomination unto my higher self. Mm-mm. I'm not judging anybody. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. But when you find that spiritual peace, Joey, can't no weed get you as high as spirit can. Oh, come on in here. Come on in here, spirit. Can no weed get you high like spirit can? Hello? Can no drug get you in any type of situation that spirit can get you into? Come on in here, honey. How what? You any type of relaxation you need, spirit can also get you the juice. That's what I said. I don't know what that feels like. I got a friend, I can't sleep. I have insomnia. I gotta take Ambien. I gotta take Seroquel. And I'm just like, girl, bitch, we need to switch bodies then. Cause bitch, I could sit my ass up on my motherfucking bed. Cause see, I think that's a lot of worrying. I think people who worry a lot, I think that triggers something within you. But I could lay on my bed, relax, put on a binaural beat of something, and all of a sudden, bitch, I'm in that zone where I'm like, what you say? Oh, bitch, you were sleeping. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. No, I wasn't, girl. Like, I don't know how I got in that mode. Okay, I don't need none of those substances. Come on, Tritonic. I don't need none of those substances, honey. Hell no to the get now. I might get high, and I might want to slap people up and shit. Oh, hell no. I might want to get high and go run some people over my vehicle. See, that's what I said. Hell no. I can't. Mm-hmm. Please listen. Joey, I want to do a meditation. We're going to do a video, you guys, coming up where we do a meditation to release all that. Release that. And you tell me how good you feel after you do this meditation. Come on in here, honey. And congratulations to people who have not that addiction. Hello. Come on in here. Joey, this is my weed right here. Joey, this is my weed right here. Right here, Joey. Joey, this is my weed right here, honey. Honey. Joey, that's my weed. And this is my Cavassier. This is my tequila. Oh yes. This is my Hennessy. Come on in here. Okay, listen. They're gonna learn their lesson. They'll learn their lesson. But see, I noticed too, this is why a lot of spiritualists use the term magic is not guaranteed. What they're basically saying is pay me and you're taking a chance when you pay me. That's what they're saying. And they're also telling you in the same token, I know how to do this work, but I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. It doesn't work that way. Anybody that has been initiated into any type of spiritual practice, real spiritual practice, know that just like energy transcends and it transitions and it moves on and it transfers, that's the same thing with magic. So the thought is there and you're stirring up some type of energy, and whether you give it 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds, it sends out a spark somewhere in the universe. So this is why I said going into babbling and being lukewarm. You know, it's okay to be indecisive, but you're either hot or you're cold. And people who say that I'm a spiritualist, I'm experienced, but magic is not guaranteed. To me, those are lukewarm people. Because if you're telling me that you just got lucky, then what the fuck is luck? Because you're telling me that you manifest a new house, a new car, and what you got, those results are not for everybody, or it's not guaranteed for other people. So you're telling me that you got lucky. And then even going to, like I said, on an alchemical level or alchemist level or an alchemy type of level, going into that, you should be able to trace your steps back to say this is how you got that. So the only difference between an answered prayer and an unanswered prayer is the answered prayer. The person who prayed know how to pray. They know how to tap into that energy to get what they need. And the ones whose prayers were not answered, they don't know how to yet tap into it. So that's why we talk about seasons and unseasoned. And I say I'm not really into using those words because there's a lot of people that come across as being seasoned because they've been doing work for 20 years, but yet they have tapped into no magic. The only thing that manifested is a bankruptcy, bad credit, a hand-down-me house that needs a lot of work, and a man who's been used up and who can't get a heart no more. And there's no tea, no shade in that. If that's what you want to manifest, honey, that's your tea. But when you talk about manifesting, you are investing in something and you are expecting a certain outcome. And your outcome will always be greater than what you ever imagined. So going into the power of the mind and even universal laws that's been here for well over 200 years. They've been researching stuff for 200 years. It goes into how you can only receive what you could perceive. So you cannot sit here and tell me that you've been abused, abandoned, neglected. You had your mama call you a hoe, a slut, and you never sought help for that. And you have the ability to manifest fully. So that's why I would say when you find spiritual say, oh, it's not guaranteed, you can tell instantly, bitch, you don't know what you're talking about, and I'm gonna step back. If it's not guaranteed, then why should I do the work with you? I might as well do it myself then. I mean, really, honestly, think about it. Think about how brainwashed people, I mean, how easily mentally influenced people are when it comes down to it. Oh, it's not guaranteed. Anybody who tell you it's guaranteed, you need to run. Excuse me, honey. Magic, real magic manifests regardless. Now, does it manifest 100% of how you want it? No, because sometimes you're not ready for the full effect. So you're trying to manifest a new job, but yet you're not sleeping right to get that new job. Yet you know they drug test and you smoke weed and you get high. You think Spirit is going to say, let me give you the job. Now, this is what I think too. I think that Satan and Lucifer is also considered a god. I think the oppressed energy that works against you is also very powerful. So if you do get a job while you're still getting high and stuff, you already know what's going to happen. You get set up. Because as soon as you get hurt and they found out you getting high, bitch, you going down. Yo, bitch, you got to go. Bye-bye. You get injured, bitch, we got to do a drug test. Bye-bye. So I'm just saying that to say that when you manifest, so you're really working on things that are really, really powerful, really, really authentic, it manifests regardless. And a lot of times it manifests outside of what you thought it was going to manifest because you weren't fully into it. And I tell you before, I've done manifesting spells on money. I've done spells on love. And, you know, instead of a new man coming in, the old man come on in and you know, hey, who we trying to resolve shit. And I know it's not us supposed to get back together. There's just things I need to let go with that individual before I move on. And I think that with anything. So like I said, all magical practices manifest 100%. Does it manifest the way you want it to? Not all the time. Now, what determines that how it's going to manifest and if it's going to manifest what you want to manifest is what you're putting into it and are you fully ready? Are you really ready to have this man come to you and you living at home with your mama and daddy still? Can we talk about it? You know, think about it. Oh, I'm trying to manifest a man. Well, your man comes on through and he has to move in with you. Is your mama gonna let him move there? No, because now, no, wait, hold up, Mystic, because now I want him to have his own place. Oh, you trying to use the man. Oh, I see what you, okay, so now you're limiting. Okay, now you're putting restrictions on your manifesting ability. So now going into that, it's going to manifest, but it's not going to manifest exactly how you want it to manifest because now you put limits and restrictions. That's why we talk about clean canvases. It's a lot easier to manifest in a raw state than to manifest in a state that's already built. If you already set on, I want to accept the job that's blah, 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 blah. Come on, spiritual empath. Oh, I need a job, but it better not be McDonald's, chocolate, and all sorts of bullshit. Okay, bitch, now you're restricting yourself. So now you better really have all the tools that you need to manifest that $21 hour job. Because the higher you get paid, the more is required of you. And that goes to that too. A lot of people don't have self-discipline, but they want to be managers. You can't even manage yourself, girl. How the fuck you want a position in being a manager? And that's not even a cut in. Your house is so divided. How are you going to manage a bit? Oh, it's not the same thing. Yes, it is, baby girl. Because I know when I meet managers, shit, because I'm friends with managers, people that own business and shit. How they run their house is how they run their business. You go to a job and your boss is cussing you out, abusing you, maggot, shut up, bitch. Oh, get the fuck out of it. And he pushing you or she pushing you. They like that at home too, baby girl. I guarantee you, they hitting on their wife, they hitting on their husband, they slapping their kids around. I guarantee you. So it does come into that. So if you're trying to manifest something that you've never even had before, now it comes down to, let me study this. I want to be a millionaire. I don't know what it's like to be a millionaire. So how does millionaires manage their money and keep their money from going down? And then once you start studying that and you start doing the workings on that, then it comes through quick and you're like, oh shit, I'm ready. But now you having an impoverished mindset and not being able to manage $100. As soon as you get 100, you blow it. As soon as you get 100, you blow it on a sack of weed, a case of beer, and now you sitting on here talking about you trying to manifest $1,000 and shit. And then even going into these fake ass spiritual people, they give you these false pretenses, as if anyone could sit here and manifest $10,000 in 3 days. Like she or he should have told you how long it took them to that point to manifest that money. Well, first I was making only $100 a month. And I learned how to make that $100 stretch. So the universe opened and expanded my territory. And then I started getting more money. And then the more money started coming, I started spending. And then the universe sent me an alert and said, bitch, if you keep blowing your money like that, you're going to go back to square one. So then I start buckling down and say, oh shit, wait a minute, hold up. Okay, I got to crack down a little more. So then I start crackling down. The universe said, okay, let me expand you a little more. And that's what it comes down to. So then that's when I should, I say, yeah, I made it this way. Oh, so it's like I said, bitch, it's not what you make, it's what you save. There's a lot of motherfuckers that's out here struggling, bitch, and they make $10,000 a month. And there's a lot of motherfuckers that's doing very well and that are stacked up to the gods, bitch, and make only $2,000 a motherfucking month. So, like I said, too much is given, much is required. Okay, and you have to be able to perceive what you're trying to manifest. You don't know what it's like to love yourself, but yet you want a man to come and love you, bitch. He's gonna be lying, cheating, deceiving you, abusing you. He's gonna do all this shit that you're doing to yourself because that's what you're projecting. You cannot manifest a real husband or a real wife, or oh, he's totally honest, he's not abusive, and you're fucked up. And that's why I was telling my people when they come to me for love work. You want to work on yourself first. Self-healing, self-love. Then you work on manifesting someone externally. Because what's happening is you're going to manifest an enabler. You're going to manifest a man that's going to pull out your ugly side. You're going to manifest a woman that's going to enable you to be your lower self. And then on the flip side, for those who are not aware of that, oh my God, I'm always attracting a man who's abusive, who cheats on me, who lies on me. You know, and it's just like, well, see, the first time you did it, you should have got it right that time. The first child you had with the first man, you should have studied his ass. And then you should have also been looking into spiritual sources. That's what I said. A lot of people are like, oh, I've been doing this for 20 years. I can't tell. Like, no shit, I can't tell, girl. You've been doing spiritual working for 20 years. And you met your man 16 years ago. And y'all have 20 kids together. And he abuses you. And there's so many issues there. So something ain't right. Whoever you were doing work with 20 years ago didn't really sit down and tell you how things get down. They gave you this false storyline of all you need is a candle and some herbs, and that's how it works. No. It's not how it works, boo-boo. If it was that simple, we all will be doing shit. Bitch, we'll be getting everybody together left and right, bitch. You wouldn't have to pay rent. Hello? I don't hear anybody out there. You wouldn't have to pay rent if that's the case. Hello? I mean, let's talk about it. You still got the law of the land you got to live by. You wouldn't have to pay rent. Employers wouldn't have to hire your ass because they would make money without hiring people. Hello? You could make a baby without a penis and a motherfucking vagina. So that's what people are not understanding. There are still the laws that you have to, the natural laws and the unnatural laws, you have to abide by. And unfortunately, you're not going to get those laws in a book. You're not going to buy a spiritual book and learn these fucking laws, bitch. Okay, just so you know. And if it is a book, bitch, you can't find it on Amazon or Google. Keep Googling. Yes, manifest the wrong woman and lower self about make you catch a case. Answer said, time to let go. I know that's right, Rico. Yes. And that's what I keep saying. People relive out their generational curses. You know, I had a woman that came to me and, you know, it was some real deep stuff. And I thank God she was the only case I was dealing with at that time. But she came to me and she's like, yeah, my mom, you know, caught a case for, you know, almost killing my dad. And just, she started telling me this horrible past that she had. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just so thankful I didn't experience that, right? Because people tell me their stories, I think about that like, oh God, I'm just so grateful that was not my story, God. But she was telling me these stories, and I told her, like, you just told me your whole life story, even though that was not you. You just told me your abilities. Your mama was batshit crazy. Your dad was too because he stuck around. So that's him that you're batshit crazy. So now you're coming to me telling me that the man that you're dating is cheating on you right in front of your face. You don't think that's why your mom tried to kill your dad? You think your mom just said, let me go to jail? No, she got probably tired of being cheated on and disrespected. And that's what fucking happened. So this is what you're reliving, a generational curse. You need to stop it. You are so much more. Okay. A lot of 333s, a lot of 555s. Those are all manifestation, Jay. Come on in here, honey. Come on in here, Jay. A lot of 333 and a lot of 555s. Those are definitely manifesting numbers, honey. Yes. But like you said, the process is very, very, very simple, but it's not simple. Mystic, I don't know what it's like to have real love. My dad abused me, abandoned me. My mom was nowhere to be around. My mom had multiple men in the house. I was even abused and touched by, the man who my mom was dating. And now I'm here looking for a boyfriend or a man, and it's not working. And I'm just like, honey, right there. There's something there's a pathological thing there. Something is triggering that, and it's creating a cycle. And like I said, it's not a race thing. A lot of people think it's only a black person thing, or it's only a white person thing, or it's only a Hispanic person thing. And that's not true. Everybody goes through cycles. Just some people are more in more need of validation, so they air their shit. And most cultures are really private and shy about it. So that's why you're not going to hear about it. But like I said, it's definitely about finding what is something that's been passed on, and then work from there. When I got married at the courthouse, my car key came off my key ring. It was definitely a sign. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. See, we have to pay attention. And like I said before, your ancestors are always leading you. Always. That's why it's so important to pay attention to that. You are a descendant of them to continue on carrying the torch and making them proud. And don't get so caught up on, I'm gay, so how can I make my ancestors proud? I'm I used to sell drugs. I sell pussy. How am I make my ancestor proud? It's so much more than that, because your storyline could be a prostitute. Your storyline could be a drug dealer. Your storyline could be a homosexual man or lesbian woman. Like, that's your scheme. That's your theme of your life. Like, nobody could dictate that. Okay? You're that for a reason. All the experiences that is meant for you to experience, so you can grow from. And then the next generation of people that go through that, you can sit back and say, honey, I've been through that already. And it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Also, going into it feeds into a greater picture. So this is why I always say, keep your eyes closed, but keep your mouth closed and keep your eyes and ears open, because spirit always come in and say, this is what you need to do. This is what we're gonna do. Well, spirit, I think I need this. No, 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 that's not what you need. And you don't listen, bitch, a sign come on in, and it's a horrible sign. So yes, like I said, don't hire people who have demons that they're fighting. And crack is definitely a demon. Abusing of alcohol is definitely a demon. Bitch, how the hell you came out? No, I'm stronger than my demons. That's why I smoke it. No, no, bitch, you're weaker than your demons. That's why you smoke it. You have to do that for a sense of sympathy and empathy, because you're not connected to divinity. And that shit, it is what it is. You're not connected to divinity. When you're disconnected from the divine source of compassion, hello? When you're disconnected from the divine source, bitch, you look for things to fill that void. And that's where all that shit coming at. Alter egos. I have to pretend. No, we're talking about doing it for free, not getting paid. Because bitch, I have Fallon Ferrari. I have all these teas, honey. Okay. But bitch, she got paid. She got paid, honey. Hello? All those girls got paid. We wasn't doing that just to do it. Okay. We were doing it so, bitch, when one person met this person and that site went down, when I went to another site, I said, bitch, it's time for a fucking change. Bloop. Not making up names to hide other identities. That's a whole nother story. But like I said, you better wake up, honey. And that's what we talk about, via awakening. I'm awakening my goddess. I'm getting downloads. How are you getting downloads so you're doing the exact same stuff you were doing 2 years ago? It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Your spirits do not give you downloads to give you insight to read people. That's not a fucking download. Your spirit don't give you insights on how to a better way to get bigger, bigger and better penis. Like that's not a fucking download, bitch. That doesn't satisfy your soul. That doesn't build your soul up. Oh, Spirit gave me downloads to figure out what this was, and oh, I found out black people are blah, 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 blah. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. As long as you're chasing this shit, you're gonna always be chasing something. And we're gonna leave it at that. But learn something today. Learn something today, little boy, little girl. Learn something today. It all makes sense one day. Hopefully it's sooner than later. But some people, bitch, you don't realize until you're older, when your life is almost over. And that's not what I wanted. Some people don't even realize until they're literally on their deathbed. Like, oh shit, this life was about me. And I spent my whole life trying to please other people and do things that I did not want to do. Well, hey, that's why you got right here. That's how you got here where you're at right now, honey. Hello? Oh, y'all, these hot Cheetos are. There's so much dust on here. Well, that's how I know this is fresh, y'all. Let me give you this analogy, Jay. Life is a school, and every experience is a lesson. The difference between man-made school and life school is there's no such thing as grades. You either pass or you fail. But whatever degree you're going towards, whether you pass or you fail in that lesson, you will still be going towards that lesson or towards that degree or whatever. It'll just be a lot longer if you're failing every session. Like you will relive the lesson until you pass it, right? So it's like taking a test over and over again. With physical school, it's more man-made, and the system is set up based upon people from a lower stuff. We'll just keep it like that. So school is for everyone, but what type of school, right? What lessons are you learning? What are you going to school for? Are you going to school, physical school we're speaking about? Are you going to school to please other people because they wanted you? Oh, you better go to high school. You better go to college. Are you going there because you need that to get the physical job that you're desiring? Or are you going to school to meet, co-eds and stuff and have fun? Because a lot of people have fun in college. They go there for sexing and fucking and sucking, or, experimenting and all that. So I think school is for everyone. The type of school, now that's what we're talking about, is totally different. Everybody's not meant to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher. Going into why you take the aptitude test, why you go into doing spiritual stuff, going into the natal charts and stuff, why you get natal chart readings done, to know exactly what best suits your personality, what best suits your likes and dislikes, what better suits your energy. Just speaking from that, your energy. And this is a little side note, like today, I got a lot of insight on someone and they got insight on themselves. I met someone who was a Sagittarius, but their qualities are very Capricorn. And I think when I met him, I said, I think you're a Capricorn. They're like, no, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm like, okay. But upon checking their natal chart, and this one made me want to offer full natal chart readings, it was Capricorn in every planetary arena, including their Lilith, including their North Node. And I said, bitch, this is why you give me Capricorn. Well, what? And she would always say, well, this is how Sagittarius. No, that's not how Sagittarius are. I grew up with Sagittarius, honey. I dated Sagittarius. That's not how they are. They're very loud. They're very, they can get very crazy, like crazy girl. You being shy and reserved and all the good stuff and kind of being condescending and think you know everything and want to manage everybody, bitch, that's a Capricorn. That's a Capricorn trait. That's more of a negative side. So going into that, now she realized that, oh shit, this is why I will never cut it as that profession. You're right. You will never cut it at that profession because people will be reading you every damn day, all damn day. But the profession that you're in now, see, the other profession worked for you because it was not beneficial to your personality. It was not beneficial to the planetary energies that rule over your bodies. Okay? But the career you're in now, you love it because you're very close with stuff. It allows you to be more ambitious. It allows you to be self-reliant. You can have people stand over you telling you what to do. That's one thing about Capricorns. They cannot handle that. Sagittarius neither. So she had both of those things working against her. But also going into, she had Taurus in one of her spots that made her very, very perfectionist to where it takes her 5 hours to make her fucking bed. Like for real. To where y'all, I have to hang up the damn phone because I said, bitch, I don't got OCD and I don't have anxiety, bitch. But if I'm on this phone with you while you do this, girl, it's gonna give me anxiety. Bitch, you gonna have me wanting to make up my motherfucking bed and girl, bye. And it's gonna make me say you're not coming to my house neither. Because bitch, you gonna come and say, oh, we needed that. So anyway, so this quality in her, which is a Taurus, makes her want everything to be perfect. And that's one weakness of a Taurus, is a very much perfectionist. They like everything to be perfect, you know, and she's like that. So she would take, like, say, 5 hours to make that bed and shit. So anyway, school is for everybody, but what kind of school? You know, do you think you'll be good at being a massage therapist? You like to touch people and heal people. Maybe you should go to school to become a massage therapist. You know, are you into math? Do you like breaking shit down and building shit up? Maybe you should go to school to you know, be a mathematician or something like that. A science, you know, a chemist, you know, because they all require math and all that good stuff. But either way, what are you going to school for? And then even going into prerequisites and all that. Some of the courses that you want to take, unless you're, you know for sure when you get your master's, you're going to have a job at this certain place. Because a lot of jobs are hiring people and they don't even care about your educational background. I know people that went to school to become a real estate agent and end up being a real estate assistant. And I didn't go to school for that. And I was hired as a real estate assistant without any background in real estate at all. Now, that experience taught me about it, but I didn't know anything about that. So, you know, sometimes it's about who you know. So what are you going to school for? Is it really going to be beneficial? Or are you going to be paying student loans? You're going to be stuck paying off a fucking loan. And you can't get a job in the profession that you're going into. You know, look into job outlets. You know, like I said, there are some schools that get down into teach you specifically about what you're desiring. And they don't really emphasize anything else but what you're trying to go to school for. And once you get that, and you break down, okay, the key terms and the vocabularies and the terminology, when you go apply for this job, you flat out be like, listen, honey, you want a master's. I don't got a master's, I got a certificate, but let me tell you this. I know what is, I know about the essence of phlebotomist. I know how to, you know, I've given over 1,000 injections, you know, that type of shit. So like you said, what are you going to school for? Why are you going to school? What you going to school for? Why are you asking? Obviously, you feel like something is stuck. Maybe you feel like something is rising against you, and this is why you're feeling like ah. And of course, if this is a part of your reading, Jay, say that for that reading. Say that for that reading. If it's about that reading, say that for that reading, honey. Don't get me pulling up that energy right now, honey. How? I'm gonna email you tonight, Jay. Well, anyway. Y'all, it's 1 in the morning. I gotta mop my bathroom. I gotta mop my bathroom. Can I mop that bathroom? Ain't nothing over there. Ain't nothing over there. Ain't nothing over there, honey. You got some good ears, honey. Let's go see what he barking at. Somebody in there? Who in there? You hear a spirit up in there? Somebody, there's a spirit up in here. We'll go get that motherfucker. Go get him. Go get that devil. Go get that devil. Go get that motherfucker. Get that motherfucker right there. But anyway, oh shit. The mouse clicked everything out. Anyway, you guys, I gotta go mop this. Oh shit, I X'd out everything. Oh shit, if I did, I have to just end everything. Oh my God, it did. It exited out everything, y'all. It exited out everything, honey. Ooh, my baby, he creepy, girl. He creeping out, girl. He like, what the fuck is going on? But anyway, good night, Jay, everybody. I gotta go. Love and light, honey. See y'all the next video, honey. We're really gonna sit down and do a tutorial, you guys. Yes, we are. We're gonna do a tutorial, and we're gonna sit there, and we are going to do a little spiritual tutorial. Yes, we will. I'm gonna actually do it after this special is over. That's what we're gonna do. Check out that blog spot, honey. This fucking charger is broken. I hate corded chargers. Bye, everybody. Love and light. Two Spirit Missy at blogspot.com. Two Spirit 8 Missy at gmail.com. Bye, everybody. Yes, honey. See you on the next video, honey.